Your overriding emotions just now, is there any worry, anxiety, or is it more
fire? I'm on fire. That's it, nothing else. I'm dreaming so much. I've done so much, to be in this position, because I know how this club it was. I've done so much against anything that this is beauty. I just see beauty, opportunity, and I want to get it done for all these people that they've been in this journey with us. And because they deserve it, because it's been unbelievable. That's what is driving me every single day. I have zero fear. Fear I had when, if we don't get this done, this club, I don't know where it's going. That was fear. Now, there's no fear. It's just purpose, fire, direction, and conviction that we're going to do it.
Are you seeing this fire?
Do you believe your team can go and win out in the remainder of the season?
I believe today, I believe on Wednesday, a week ago, because I see them every day, and I know the level that we have. But today, if they need to be more convinced, I think they are now more convinced. They were talking about it in the dressing room. It's a new league now. They were a game in hand. We have 3 points of advantage and 5 games to play. So everything is still to play for. So we know how much we want it, and we're not going to stop, and we're going to go again. That's for sure.
Yeah.
What do you see?
A duck.
Danny, what do you see?
Predominantly, I see the rabbit.
This is the most difficult thing in a football club, and in the process that we are in right now, even harder. My only aim is that everybody see the duck or the rabbit, because if you see a dog and I see the rabbit, we are in a different path, we are in a different direction. But that thing, we are starting to get in line where we all see the duck. Edison invented the light bulb. Today I want to see a team that is connected, because a bulb by himself is nothing. I want to see a team that is connected with each other and that shines. And you want to transmit to him light and energy and passion and how you play football, and you too the same. And each of us play the game connected. Because what happens when we play connected, guys? What is the next thing that happens? That we connect with 60,000 people, that creates more energy. Because at the end there is electricity that through heat creates light and life. Because if not, it would be dark if this guy wouldn't have the idea to do that. And I want you to play like this today, because as good as we are, it depends on one thing. What it makes us special is our attitude. And today I want you to play with that attitude. Go out there, turn the line on, and play football. Let's go!
Oh, mate, that was a lot of bullshit, man.
Absolutely.
A lot of bullshit. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up everyone live. Gooners Therapy, Monday Night Cannon. Star-studded lineup for you today. Obviously, we're coming off the back of a defeat to Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. I don't think that was much of a surprise, if I'm being honest. That's 1 win in 6 now, 4 losses in our last 6. And we're looking at a capitulation, guys, a collapse. As many of us predicted, we're crumbling away like a cookie. Let me bring the panel in, man. We're going to get into it. Anton's there, but he's not on screen at the moment. Jez, how are you, my friend?
Tired, man. Tired. Same shit.
I've just had enough of this now. Always a promise. Yeah, always the promise. And Arteta was schooled again by Pep. In fact, I mean, Arsenal give it a good go. I'm not knocking the team. I thought they give it a good go. But why have you got your top goal scorer sat on the bench? Things like that. I mean, what are you doing here? Yeah, you could have brought on Dowman, who would have given it a little bit of an impetus. Nah. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? This guy is just the most frustrating manager I've ever seen. He just winds me up, man. He winds me up. Right? League Cup final in the bin. Didn't even bother turning up that day. Southampton quarter final, FA Cup. Didn't bother turning up. Lost to Bournemouth. Then we go away to the Etihad. And we lost to the better team. Now, these Arteta sexuals make excuse after excuse. Oh, it wasn't the team, it was the ref. When are you actually going to stand up and show some bollocks and actually say this manager is shit and we weren't good enough on the day? That's the fact. That's all it is. Admit it. Right? It wasn't the referee. Gabriel was lucky to stay on the park. Another day, right, he could have got given a penalty away. Another referee may have interpreted that in a different way. But it's the same old drivel all the time. Oh, it's not Arteta. We'll go again next year. No, I've had enough, man. I've had enough of this. I'm fed up with it. I've followed this bloody journey way too long, and this journey is going nowhere. Absolute waste of bloody time. And I will honestly say to you right now, right, I reckon those players are fucked off listening to him. I reckon they're fucked off listening to him in the dressing room. And I reckon they're fucked off to him micromanaging all the time on the touchline. If you're a top manager, right, I don't see Pep Guardiola doing it. Yet Arteta apparently was trained by Pep Guardiola. As those players go out onto down the stairs and onto the pitch, he's given them a team talk. He's told them what to do. He's shown them the diagrams, all that blah blah blah. And yet, when they're on the park, he's telling them what to do again. Let them play.
They ain't got no space to breathe, Jez.
Nope. And I honestly think certain senior players right now just said, "Oh, fucking fed up listening to you. Fed up with it. Pissed off with you." Do you see Declan Rice's face at the end of the game?
Fuming.
Angry. Did you see Odegaard?
Do you know what Declan Rice actually said, though, Jez?
Sorry?
You know what Declan Rice actually said, though, right? When he was angry, he said, "This isn't over."
Well,
you know who was directing that too, Anton?
Us?
Sorry, man.
Our club captain.
Looked like he had given up. Head
down, pussy. I said it years ago. Yeah, and that's the guy, the captain is the guy who's supposed to reflect the team, the manager, the mentality, everything else around the squad. If anybody should have been sitting there saying it's not over, it should have been him, not Declan Rice. Yeah, this is where I'll be honest with you, Dan. I've said it for a while now, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I know Jez said the same thing. Yeah, when it weren't popular, regardless of whether we win the league, Champions League, etc., the manager has to go for me. Yeah, this is the end of Arteta, right? And people don't like it. Yeah, some people think that's harsh, but the truth is, this is the end of a cycle, not the beginning of a cycle. The beginning of the cycle for Mikel Arteta really and truly started in 22-23. Not 22-23, 21-22. Whichever season it was, we went 8 points clear and then lost the league.
22-23.
22-23, there you go. So that was the beginning of the cycle. Since then, or since he's been here, we've had 6 years of failure, and 3 of them years competing for a league title and absolutely shitting the bed in April, May time.
Diarrhea.
Now, tell me what happened before that, though. Jeremy.
Diarrhea. No nappy. That's
Before
what's been
what?
going on.
Tell
Before
me what
what
happened
happened?
before that. Before Arteta. Remember, tell me about Unai Emery. Tell me about
We
Freddie
don't need to-
Ljungberg. Tell me about Arsene Wenger in
All
the
right,
later
Anton.
years.
Anton, should I
Hang
tell
We
on,
you?
weren't
hang
getting
on,
out
hang
of
on.
the. We weren't even getting out of the last 16
Hold on,
of the
hold on.
Champions League.
I
6
can
years.
answer this. I can answer this. Don't worry, God. I can answer this. Arsene Wenger's last 5 years as Arsenal manager, we'll all agree, was his worst. Yeah, look at the squad that he was dealing with. Look at the players he was bringing in. Look at the fact that we were losing.
Players like
Hang on,
Aubameyang,
hang on. Let me finish, Dan. Look at the players that were within that squad. Look at the state of the defence. Look at the fact that we was losing our best player every single year, and he was barely ever getting backed. Guess what? In his last 5 years, he's still won 3 FA Cups.
Mm.
What's this guy done in 6 years?
Mm.
What's he done in 6 years?
£1
He
billion.
spent £1 billion. Yeah, he spent £1 billion. He's had everything given to him that he's wanted. Everything that he's wanted, he has received. Yeah,
And on
he
that,
has
Brandon, sorry to
taken us
stop you. On that,
nowhere.
Brandon, he spent £1 billion, 850 net spend, 3 times the amount as Arsene Wenger did in 20 years. He's done that in 6.
Do you know what makes me laugh?
Oh
Dan,
yeah, because
right?
players cost 100 million in 1998.
And
didn't
just
they?
stop.
Yeah.
Just
You
Hang
stop.
on. Just
Come on,
stop.
You've got to speak
Just for
properly.
a second, let me finish. Yeah, do you know what's funny to me? We go back, say 6, 7 years ago. All of us, me included, all of us sat there and laughed our little heads off over at Tottenham because Maurizio Pochettino, for as good as a job as he was doing over there, won them fuck all. Nothing. Yeah? How we was laughing at him. Second again. Yeah? Oh well, you know, you're in this title race, but you're not in the title race. Oh, is that all you've achieved? Top 4? Yeah, finishing second and finishing 4th, there's no difference. You don't get anything for it, right? And what we've done in the last couple of years in terms of our title races, which is really worrying under this manager, you can accept, getting beaten by the better team. I think it's fair to say that in 2 of them title races, Manchester City have been the better team. Yeah, we've looked at that Man City team and we have said, you know, Kevin De Bruyne, etc., winners across the board. Last season, I can't say that about that Liverpool team. I can't. Yeah, an aging Salah, an aging Van Dijk, a new manager coming in. I can't say that about him.
He had his greatest ever season last year.
Hang on, Dan, let me finish.
Hang on.
Yeah, you can't say that about Manchester City this season either. Yeah, because they signed 14 players in the last 3 transfer windows. That is an overhaul of a squad. That is a squad that is in transition. That is a squad that should be nowhere near a league title. And by the way, if we did our job, would be nowhere near the league title. The biggest worry has been the way that Arsenal throw this away. We threw away an 8-point lead. Okay, we had the excuse. Saliba got injured. We had Rob Holding stepping in for him. We can all sit there and say that ain't of the level, that ain't of the quality. That one, yeah, our first league title challenge, you can accept a little bit more. We was playing attacking football. We was wiping the floor with teams. Yeah, wiping the floor with teams. And injuries cost us. Last season, even as we had injuries, again, we should have been going into that. Bearing in mind, Man City was nowhere near. Yeah, Liverpool just had a new manager. 5 years under the process, etc., and all the rest. We should have took that league title last year. We failed to do so. We capitulated again. It looks like we've capitulated again this season. And every time that Arsenal fail to win the league, it's never because other teams have been better than us. It's always because we fucked it up somewhere. We drew 3-3 at Southampton at home. When Wally Walcott scored twice. We did that. Yeah? We dropped points against West Ham when we should have beaten West Ham. We've dropped points against Liverpool at home this season who have had goals banged against them every single game they've played. But yet Arsenal can't seem to score a single goal against them in 2 games. Yeah, we can't break that shaky defence of Liverpool. We're playing 1-2s in the middle of the park in the 92nd minute against Nottingham Forest, Gabriel and Saliba, when we need a goal. We're dropping 2-goal leads to Wolverhampton Wanderers, yeah, who were pretty much nailed on for relegation come February, March time. We all knew they was going down. They were capitulating. This is where the problem lies with Arsenal. It's never been the big games. Yeah, our top 6 record's always been pretty good. It's always faltering against teams that we should be beating. And we've not learned from that. We've failed to learn from that. And what pisses me off even more is now the manager, now the shit hits the fan and we need to go and win. Now he wants to play attacking football. Now he wants to give these players freedom to go and play on the pitch. Yeah, you saw that yesterday. That yesterday was a much better performance by Arsenal. Much better. You see players with freedom. You see the high press. Yeah, okay, it only lasted 20, 25 minutes, but let's be honest. We haven't got the energy. Our players are fucked. A lot of them are knackered because they played so many minutes this season. And because we've been in 4 competitions, we've gone pretty far, but the managers failed to rotate in certain moments throughout the season in certain positions as well. Then the injuries. Yeah, we know that a lot of these injuries have been caused by overplaying of players and playing players while they're injured. Again, comes back to the manager. So, for me, the man in the dugout's the biggest problem, boys. I don't know why people keep protecting this. It's
and
like,
deflecting, and
whether he
deflecting away
wins
from
it
him.
or not, it's clear to see. These guys need the players, they need a new voice in that dressing room, number one. He's proven 6 years worth being given budget after budget after budget to go out and improve the squad. 6 years worth of failure, not winning a single thing. Yeah, not even a little trophy. In fact, let's take the trophies out of the equation.
Can I just add something to that as well? These people
He's
are
had
not
24
they're
opportunities.
They're enabling
24 opportunities in
let
6
someone else
years.
speak as well, please, bro.
Sorry, just real quick. I just want to land this one and then I'll let you go. He's had 24 opportunities in the last 6 years to win a trophy. Yeah, 4 trophies to go for in each year. That's 24. We've made 1 final. 1. Arsenal Football Club, you know. And this guy's good enough. All right.
I just want to add to that as well. Every time we've stepped up, you think of those big games. Every year we have these big games. You guys have been there when it was Liverpool a few seasons ago. This is it. It's the biggest game in our history. Then it was Bayern Munich. Then it was PSG away. Then it was Man City. Every time this guy has stepped up, he's failed. And no one can accuse me of being an Arteta hater or having an agenda because I was his biggest fan. I came to the realization last year after that PSG game that this guy is not the guy. He's a fraud. This guy will get you so far. There's just certain managers like Gareth Southgate. They do a wonderful job. They take you to a certain level, but they can't cross the line.
Let me jump in quickly. That don't make anybody a fraud, though. And this is what you need to remember. With Arteta, where he got us from when he took over to where we are now, that's not winning trophies. That's not my shout here. My shout is he's got us out of the mud, now competing in every competition in Europe. Yeah? You can't call that man a fraud for doing that. He may not get us over the line, and that's why you want change. You can't call him a fraud. No chance.
He's a fraud.
You can't.
You can't use that word.
You can use that word. You can use that word. Yeah, the amount of money that he's had.
The amount of money is a very stupid argument.
Listen, it's not a stupid argument. It's not a stupid argument. Why is that a stupid argument? He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He would not survive at any other top club, Dan. Tell me where else he survives, Dan. He wouldn't have survived at Liverpool. He wouldn't have survived at United. He wouldn't have survived at Chelsea. He wouldn't have survived at Man City. What are you talking about? He's a fraud.
How are Chelsea getting on?
What do you mean, how are they getting on? What did they win last season?
How are they getting on?
Club World Cup, my friend. What are you talking about?
That's from 4 years ago.
Blue Co would snap your left hand off to get Arteta over that idiot they have now. I'll tell you that much.
Let me give you the definition of a fraud. Let me give you a definition. a wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. This guy is frauding us, what, 15 million a year, bruv? And fucking look at it. One fucking trophy in 6 years. That is the definition of a fraud.
Why are you bringing money into this, man? It don't matter if he's on £20 a week.
No, it does matter. It does matter.
Why?
Jamie, crap players like Madueke.
It's not coming out your ISA. You're good. You're not coming out your ISA. Wait. 15 million, it doesn't matter the money.
Madueke is not. He is.
First of all,
money.
what does Madueke got to do with Arteta?
Who signed him? Are you
Andrea
serious,
Berta.
Who signed him?
Andrea Berta.
Andrea Berta, nothing to do with Arteta. Arteta had nothing to do with it.
My whole Arteta. If you're gonna put the blame on the door of Arteta, which is what I said at the start of the year, if anybody actually was willing to listen to me, which was that Andrea Berta got everything he needed for him this season. Andrea Berta, not Mikel Arteta. Andrea Berta bought Gyökeres. Andrea Berta bought Eze. Andrea Berta bought Madueke.
Anton, this is what Berta done. He said to Arteta,
that was Edu.
No say in this, Arteta. I'm going to sign and you're going to take.
Yes, it was Edu. I'm 100% Edu.
Willian every week. Who kept on playing Sterling, bro?
Do you know what this is funny? Do you know what's funny? When hang on, real quick. When things go wrong, it's Edu. Yeah, but now it's Andrea Berta, right? Do you genuinely think Andrea Berta stepped on that plane from Atletico Madrid, right, to come to Arsenal, rang up Mikel, rang up the Cronkies and went, do you know what, guys? I'm on my way, yeah? I really think we need that Madueke from Chelsea to really step in. No, mate. Of course that was an Arteta signing.
Can I speak?
You can tell.
But I'm not using Andrea Berta I'm not blaming Andrea Berta. I'm saying that I'm saying Andrea Berta made some great signings. All right. Madueke, by the way, has stepped up in pretty big moments this year and played well.
Why did he play Willian so consistently when we all knew?
Wait, hold on. Why are we going back?
Listen.
Everything.
You're looking for faults. You're looking through the years for faults.
All right. One second, James. I want to hear from. You know who I want to hear from right now? I want to hear from Positive Dan, because I sat on a stream with you and Anton. This was the game that Man City was going to give us a guard of honor. That's what you was talking. Yeah? Man City, Etihad Stadium, they're going to be giving us a guard of honor. We've wrapped up the league, this and that. Where are you at now, Dan? Please tell me where you're at, because it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. And to be honest with you, I'm not even doing no I told you so or nothing like that. I'm in a dark place. I'm feeling deflated. Yeah? Forget about Arteta. Forget about everything. This is 22 years of pain, Dan. Where are you at right now, my bro?
Dan, I think every Arsenal fan, everyone on this panel has said at one point they think Arsenal's going to win the league. So I don't know what we're doing here, bro. Everyone at one point has thought this team is going to win the league.
100%, Dan?
People slowly started admitting they thought Arsenal were going to win the league because, and then the new narrative came that...
And then we remembered who our manager was.
So then the new narrative came and was he has to get sacked even if he wins the Premier League. So the goalposts were already getting changed. Well, firstly, I want to touch on the game. Obviously, I missed the first 10 minutes. I don't know if you guys touched on it yet. But on the game, we should have got something out of that game. That's a fact. We had 4 big chances in that game. Massive chances.
Do you think we were the better team, Dan?
I thought Odegaard was fantastic. So I know you were slating him off, Brandon. I thought he had a brilliant game. He sets up Kai Havertz. It's not Kai Havertz doesn't score it. He wanted the ball. He was the only one. He was getting on the ball. He was pulling players into position. For me, he played like a captain.
His press as well. His press was unreal.
His press was fantastic. He sets up Kai Havertz. He sets up Eze, who hits the post. That's 2 big chances that one of them we should have scored at least. Gabriel hits the post as well. Eze hits the post. Havertz the header at the end. That's 4 massive chances. We played very well in that game. We did not deserve to lose that game.
Can I just get to you on that point?
We did not deserve to lose that game.
Can I just get to you on that point, Dan? What you're talking about, big chances, yeah? Kai Havertz. One of my things I used to say, Saka will fence 65 mil, 280 bags a week. Whose fault is that we've still got Kai Havertz out there missing chances, and this is what we're relying on? We've got Gyökeres there that we've signed as well, that he's not managed to gel into the team or find some sort of system for this guy to be banging goals when he was at Sporting Lisbon last season, whacking in 100 goals a season. Yeah? Is it not a damning indictment? Listen, Listen,
100
was it
goals
not?
in the
Is it not?
season.
Listen. Whatever it is, Dan.
No.
Okay, you can pick it out. Is it not a damning
Around
indictment
100
that he's
goals, I
sitting
can
on the
tell you
bench
that.
to the 84th minute and we're relying on Kai Havertz, who's got a
And he
history
should
of
have
missing
stayed.
big
He should have
chances?
stayed on the bench as well, Dan. He should have stayed on the bench.
Listen.
No.
He ain't good
Come
enough.
on, Dan.
Havertz is much better than him.
So you reckon that
Much
Trossard
better.
Trossard should have come on before Gyökeres?
Yes. Trossard put in a cross at the end. Nearly a
He put in
perfect
a
cross.
cross at the end.
He did.
Oh, mate. So
I can't
let's
agree with
keep
you on that one, Dan.
wait,
I will back you on
wait.
many things today, but that is not one.
let's keep the striker who we signed in the summer.
Why is Havertz? Havertz
Can
the
I
one who gets a
speak?
chance at the
I've
end.
spoken
Not Gyökeres.
once. Can I speak? Everyone's
Go on,
spoken about four times. I ain't spoken once. It's like you're being mortals and I'm a Greek god. Anyway.
Apologies, James. Go on, my friend.
No, that's right. Right. I understand everyone's upset. There's some good points. There's things that you agree with, things that you disagree with. First, I want to come back on what. First of all, hello to the panel and to the community and everything. On what Brandon said, it was the last 12 years that Wenger suffered due to Kroenke's, what have you. I said this in my fan cam the other day. One of the reasons, Arteta, before Jez and everyone else says what they say, I'm inconsistent. No, mate, I'll speak facts. Basically, I've said all year, other people said, and exemplified it. Arteta has made mistakes. Bottled it twice against Liverpool, bottled it twice against Man City before the League Cup final. And tactics, sideways football, stuff like that. But there's another big factor here that a lot of you haven't mentioned, right? I'm not accusing anyone in here, but there's a lot of Arsenal fans in the world who sound like arrogant, privileged fans. You've got no God-given right to win anything. There's a massive factor. This crap about he spent $1 billion, I'm sick of hearing it, mate, right? Let's fit in the rest of the jigsaw to that $1 billion. When he first, Arsenal for years, from day one, when they first came about, have been the stingiest club. I'll give you an example. In 1980, right, they bought Clive Allen, top striker, right, from QPR. They wanted Kenny Sampson from Crystal Palace. Arsenal had the money to have both. What does the stingiest club in the world do? Swapped them. Before the closest Clive Allen got to wearing an Arsenal playing in the first team was in a team photo. Arsene Wenger, right, and would have had a lot more, would have had European trophies, right? Would have had a lot more titles, right? Arteta would have had a lot more trophies, right? There's other factors. The 5 corrupt scumbags in the football world who do it by corruption. Man City, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG. Why don't you all mention that? Oh no, it's just Arteta, and he has made mistakes, man. Everyone else is saying,
What
right?
are you banging on about, man? What are you banging on about, James?
What I'm banging on about, it's not like he said. Yeah, it's
so you've
not
got nothing to say about Arteta. So you've got nothing to say about Arteta. Ultimately, what we're looking at. Let me just make a point, James. Ultimately, what you're looking at, whichever way anyone wants to spin this thing, yeah? It's not Arteta, it's the players. Who bought the players? Wait 1 second, James. Who bought the players? Who trains the players? Who manages the players? Who does the tactics? It always comes back to one man, Lego head. That's who it comes back down to.
Wait. I said the guys make mistakes. That's the first thing I said.
Should he have won it this year, James? Should he have won it this year?
There's no
He hasn't lost it yet. He hasn't lost it yet.
We all know he's going to lose it.
First of all, you have no one. You don't. Anyone. No one's got a God-given right to win anything. City have won all them titles.
We should have wrapped it up by now, James.
Why are you calling
Dan, let me come in, Dan.
And the reason why he spent $1 billion, is because the prices went up.
This is the year we should have won it, though.
First 5 years, there's no shot.
Are you lot what shouting over each other, Dan?
First 5 years, Arteta didn't have any of this money, right?
James, finish.
And I'll finish on this. I think we're still in the fight. Just touched on this as well, right? Right? We're still in the fight, okay? And one of the reasons, as Brendan mentioned others, the way we showed up and played at City, right? That shows we've always had the ability. Is whether he unleashes the dogs, is whether he changes the tactics. He unleashed them. We was unlucky. 2 posts and that final one. We should have won that game. There's no should.
James.
Right?
All right, let me
There you
go.
go.
Let me go to Jay. Let me go to Jamie on this question here.
Dan, I want to come in first. 1 second.
Go on,
bro.
go for it.
Because we're talking about Kai Havertz. Who's the reason that we're in the Champions League semi-final? Only our fourth ever Champions League semi-final. Who's that down to?
Who's the reason, Dan?
Well, who's the reason? Who got the goal?
Well, that's what you're doing now, Dan.
Moments happen.
Who got the crucial goal? Who got the goal?
Dan, that don't fit the narrative. That don't fit the narrative. They're not going to get it. They won't get it.
Exactly.
No, but what do you mean, Is that Jamie, the guy that
Just
get
well
it?
done. Kai Havertz.
Well done.
Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz.
1-0
Hang on, guys. While we're here, just give Kai Havertz a round of applause. He earned 280 grand. He put us in a semi-final of the Champions League. What he's been paid to do. Well done, mate.
Since 1886, how many Champions League semi-finals have we been to?
Wow, Dan.
Oh, wow.
Dan.
So we're coming back to this. Oh, making history now. Oh, we've got the 2 semi-finals. Makes no difference, mate. You've got to win it. You've got to win it.
But Dan, you need
when
help.
Brandon, when have we ever won it?
But this is the point.
You keep going on like we need to win it because we've won it before, like others. We've never won it. So where's this given right?
Okay, cool. Let's look at examples. Let's look at examples then, shall we? Yeah. Hang on. Let's look at examples.
Where someone's got further than Arteta in the Champions League.
Let's look at examples.
No one's won it.
Hang on. You say, oh, we have no God-given right to win it. We've never won it. Yeah, guess what? Man City went years and years and years and years and years without winning the league title. Guess what happened? James, let me finish. Yeah. Guess what happened? Mancini won them their first league title, right? Mancini won it. Then Pep came in and was a serial winner.
You're missing Pellegrini.
They hired the best manager ever.
But it has to start somewhere. That's my point.
So who is the new Pep that we replace Arteta with now?
I'm not talking about a new Pep. I'm not talking about a new Pep. I'm talking about we need a manager. We need a manager who's going to get us over the line first.
So who you bring in?
That's not it.
Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique is at PSG. That's so unrealistic. Like, you're honestly dreaming.
He's on less than 10 million at PSG, bro.
He's staying at PSG. He's already told you he's staying at PSG.
He's on 15.9 million.
He's also in the semi-final of the Champions League. He just won the Champions League with PSG. He's not leaving that club.
He's struggling against Lens. Lens are 1 point behind him right now.
No, but no one watches. No one
against Bournemouth.
They are though.
We're struggling against Bournemouth, Dan. Stop talking nonsense. He's struggling against Lens. We're struggling against Wolves, my guy. What are you doing? We're struggling against Wolves. Don't do that. He's struggling against Lens. What are you talking? Is he going to win the league? Is he going to win the league? Is he going to win the league in France?
I'm not
Would
sure.
Arteta win the league with PSG?
I'm not sure.
Come on.
It's a real question. It's a real
question. Wait.
Stop
Is
it.
Vincent Kompany a better manager than Arteta? Because he's managed. He's not though. Because he's managing.
I've won the Sunday League. Does that mean I'm better than Arteta?
Listen. You can't say that. You can't make that comparison. He's coming with Burnley. He just started management, got them promoted, and he's gone to Bayern Munich and won a Bundesliga. Major trophy.
He's won the Bundesliga twice.
He's won the Bundesliga twice.
Hugo, you get your facts wrong a lot.
Go on.
He's won the Bundesliga once.
He's
probably going to win the Champions League this year. If we're being real, we probably say that Bayern are the favourites.
Didn't they win the Bundesliga yesterday?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, my bad.
But what happened when Bayern came to the Emirates?
Yeah, what happened when Bayern come to the
Emirates?
Oh,
what in the group stages? Hang on.
Oh, now it was a group stage game. Now it's a group stage.
The truth,
though.
Hang
on. Yeah, they count. They absolutely count. But what happened when PSG came to the Emirates in the group stages last year? And then what happened in the semi-finals? Oh, yeah, we got slapped. Yeah? It's group stages in the Champions League.
We're the only team to ever go 8 wins out of 8 in Europe.
If you listen, I will educate.
In this current format, Scotland finished 4th in the
group
league.
Stage games and knockout games are different. We see that in last season. Yeah? Group stage fixtures, teams are more likely to open up against you because it's a fucking group stage game. As long as they win enough games to get to this last 16, it doesn't really matter. We beat PSG. We deserved to beat PSG in that league phase last season. Absolutely. But we got schooled in the semi-final when it was in the serious serious time of the
Brandon,
season. Yeah, we got a school fun.
Brandon, if we do play Bayern Munich, we'll be in a final in a one-off game. I think we'd have a chance in beating Bayern Munich or PSG.
Yeah.
If we play over 2 legs, I would not be confident. In a one-off game, I think it's 50.
I also want to go on record and remind you how well Donnarumma played in both legs last year.
You agree?
Yeah, of course.
And also,
no, I agree with you. I think if we...
So he set us up to win, and we had more than enough chances.
Hang on, what we're talking about here?
Conversation. It's having
Do you agree with me that we could make the change?
I don't know about that. I agree
How
with
many semi-finals? How many teams?
Saying to you is why
Just message me and say.
I just don't understand why.
So where are you at then, mate?
I don't know why we as a club should ever expect in the current setup that we should beat Bayern or PSG over 2 legs. They're the best 2 teams in Europe. So there's nothing wrong with going out to these teams.
Yeah, this really is lagging, by the way. It is lagging. I'm looking on the
Jez, what do we do about it, Jez?
About what?
The stream's lagging. Everyone's saying the stream's fucked.
I just looked. I can't see it lagging myself.
Yeah, I'm looking on my phone. We're like moving like
right. Looks all right to me.
Looks all right.
People are saying they can't hear anything.
It's not your stream. I think it's probably other people's internet.
Yeah, that's right.
It looks fine to me.
Yeah. That's right.
no,
It seems
a
fine.
lot of people are saying it is fucked.
Yeah, like literally 60 people have just left.
Again, I'm watching on the phone and it seems all right. So
it seems all right.
My internet is showing the stream is fine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
my one seems all right now. It's calm now. It's fixed itself.
Yeah, it's good now.
Jamie, wait. So Jamie and Brendan.
Make sure you're.
Can I give a slightly different angle? I agree with what Brendan said about a one-off game in the final. We can beat anyone. Jamie, he's usually super positive, and you said negative, Dan, that he's positive, Dan, with Duracells up his arse, right? Listen, Jamie, what's happened to you, mate? Getting negative. Listen, we've started to turn the corner in our midweek game, although it was 0-0, we done the job, got through. Against City, we done the job. Is it Arteta's fault they didn't score the goals? They had chances, right? We didn't get battered, right? And so what I'm saying is, if we're on the route to getting back to how we play when we've played really well this season, we turned over Bayern Munich over 2 legs, Brendan. So you can't say 100%, Brendan, that we can't turn over Bayern Munich in 2 legs and we can't turn over PSG over 2 legs.
I think that's irrelevant because we're not going to play them in 2 legs. We can only play them in one game.
Yeah. And I think it's irrelevant to be speaking like that because we've got to get past Atletico Madrid, and I don't think we're going through against Atletico. Personally,
they're going to get a player. We're going to get a player sent off.
Hey, so what was the score in that game, Dan? The one we played them earlier in the season? That was
4-0. It was 4-0, Brandon.
When there was no pressure. When there was no pressure.
What joy do you get out of the club at the moment?
Hold on. Where are we getting this no pressure in a Champions League game? Atletico nearly went out due to their poor performances.
Do you remember the game against Atletico? Do you guys remember the game against Atletico? 2 set pieces. Those have dried up. Yeah, do you remember that? A little deflected
You know,
goal
by the way,
from
do you know
Jokeres, a
why the
lucky
set
goal from
pieces are dried
Jokeres.
up, right?
Why is
Kyle
that?
Saka's not there right now.
Declan
That's why they dried up.
Nonsense.
Not nonsense. We're taking
How many
Nani,
assists does Declan Rice
Nani
put
take
in?
them from the right hand side.
Yeah,
What about Rice?
Dan, you're
What about Declan Rice?
Yeah.
What about Declan Rice, the best set piece taker in the world? Everyone was calling him. What's happened there?
Yeah, I know.
You, not
Daniel,
everyone.
found
You
out.
was calling him that.
No, right.
You called him that. Made a video on it.
Found out now, isn't it?
I want to ask the panel a question and see what they say. You've all been watching football for years. You've all played football. During the course of a season, you know you get troughs, highs, and peaks and slumps. The first two-prong question. The first prong is this. In Europe, the last game, and against City, would you not all agree, answer it individually, not over each other, that we've improved compared to the last month? Secondly, would you not see it's possible that we can keep improving? That's to all the panel.
So what you're trying to say to me right now, James, is that you've seen an improvement from one game against Man City where we've actually lost. Is that what you're saying to me right now?
Yeah.
I'm just asked. That's what you're saying to me. What improvement have you seen?
A question. Can you stop being negative? And I'll give you another
lagging
message.
Guys, just stop the stream for a second.
Yeah, but why? How do you sort it out now? I don't know what to do.
Sometimes you might have to restart the stream, no?
What, as a new stream?
Yeah, you have to sometimes, isn't it?
What? And then we've got.
I can hear you.
You can hear it, but you know the viewers, like everyone's saying lagging. I'm getting messages.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Are they still saying it?
There's no point.
It's
for the
very
user
choppy. It's like
Stream is not lagging. It's fine. I think some people it must be internet. Some people's internet, bro.
I'm looking at it on YouTube, and I'm watching my YouTube, and the stream is absolutely fine. It's not lagging.
Let us know in the comments, people. If it's lagging, let us know in the comments. If it's not,
Let's just get some. Or let's just get some order
Just do
now.
a poll. Let's put a poll up. Is the stream
Let's get
lagging?
some
And then
order-
see
let's
how
just get
many
some
are
order in there now.
even
Let's just
good.
go back. Can we just go back to the Man City game and just dissect that a little bit more? Now, the narrative that's out there at the moment is that we've been robbed. Yeah, we should have been given a penalty. Should have been a red card as well. I'm going to come to you on this, Jamie. Do you feel like we was done dirty in the Man City game?
No, I don't. I thought it was a good battle throughout the pitch. I thought we got away with a few decisions. They got away with a few decisions. I'm not blaming anything regarding the ref. I thought we created enough in the game. So I'm not going to go down that route at all. We lost to a team that were more ruthless than us at this part of the season, and this is what it's coming to again.
So what
do you think that was a red card?
Gabriel was very lucky.
Gabriel, yeah, in the 84th minute, but way before that.
Can I put something to you?
What are you talking about? The
Havertz when he gets taken down last man. Exactly. It was a red card, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. Just due to the way I think Havertz, he lets himself down by the way he goes down. I think he needs to go across him as opposed to just going with the first touch.
Sent off for the exact same thing.
I know there's cases that support that, so I'm not saying it weren't, but I'd be fuming if it was against us as well. That.
No, he clipped him.
Okay, I'll go to Jez. Do you feel like we was done dirty? I know it was an improved performance. Do you feel like we got done a bit dirty there with that red card that people are suggesting should have been sent off?
No, I don't think so. Look, it's easy, isn't it? It's always the cheap option, isn't it? Blame the ref. Blame the ref. Blame the ref. Blame the ref.
Jez, you always say we got cheated in the Champions League final of 2006.
We were cheated in that. Fuck me, that's years ago, man.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But that is you always say that though. So
we were cheated. We
were cheated.
They let the goal happen. He stays on the pitch. That's what should happen.
It's got nothing to do with yesterday, is it?
That's actually 20-year anniversary coming up in the next
2011 at the New Camp. We were cheated that day for sure.
Van Persie, there's no way that's a red.
That was
20 Was it Kushnikov? Was it Kushnikov yesterday? Who was it?
Kuzanov,
yeah.
He got lucky yesterday.
He should have been sent off.
Another day, that's a red card.
Yeah, but that's in the 84th minute when the game's pretty much.
They're also saying, sorry, Jez, they're also saying that Haaland was fouling Gabriel for the goal as well, and the goal shouldn't have stood.
I see that, but
Dan,
they're doing
the stream has dropped off by 50%. We should put a poll out to see who is lagging and who is not, and see kind of like if it's actually an issue.
Yeah, we've
to
gone
the
from
majority of the
200 to
people.
100 watching, so
Yeah.
there must be something going on.
We'll find out.
Can I ask the panel a question? It's not about yesterday, but about a certain player. I want to know where everyone's at because my mind's changed recently. Where are we at with Zubimendi?
Oh my gosh, why did you do that? You've triggered me. You've triggered me. You've triggered me, Jamie. Can I go first on this, please?
Go on, Daniel.
I've been sitting there having arguments about Zubimendi all season. Arguments with Dan, Mr. Positive Dan, talking about, this is his words, best summer signing in the Premier League. Above anyone else that's been signed in the Premier League, Zubimendi was number one. This is his words, And I've been sitting there arguing, saying that he's just a steady Eddie, basic player, sideways, backwards. He's not going to break the lines. He's not going to take control of a game. He's going to get overrun. He's not press resistant. He's just basic stuff, and he's a downgrade on Thomas Partey. That's my personal opinion on him. And when it's a big game, unfortunately, the guy goes missing. That's my opinion on Zubimendi.
I mean, who playing in the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals? That's already better than Thomas Partey.
He was man of the match in a quarter-final Champions League match, though. So I don't know.
Okay, so are you still sticking by he's the best signing of the summer and he's an upgrade on Thomas Partey? Are you still sticking by that?
Well, I wouldn't say he's a signing of the summer now, no, because his form's dipped massively.
Is he an upgrade on Thomas Partey?
Yes, I still think he is, and I think he'll be an even better player next season.
He's the first season.
I think he's better than Partey.
See where it is for me. The reason I asked the question is I rate him, but then I realised that when he plays against the top 5 teams or top 5 sides that are going to actually come and play with us, I feel like he goes missing and he gets nervous on the ball. When we're playing against your Burnleys and your Evertons and your Fulhams, the guy looks like a magician, and that's what I think duped me into it, because I'm thinking this guy, he's just popping it round the corner, he's not even looking, and then as soon as he gets a press from someone half decent, he just looks shaky. And to see him in tears after losing to Bournemouth, I'm like, you're not the kind of player we need at this time of the season, and we're starting to falter. Is this where it's coming from? And I never want to say that about anybody, but he just seems to completely lost every ounce of confidence he had.
Let me ask you a question now. All right. With Zubimendi and Rice, who's the 6 and who's the 8?
In terms of what should be or how they play?
Should be and how they play, I suppose.
For me, I play a double 6 and I let Rice go when he needs to go. Rice is not an 8 for me. But he needs to be deeper.
But this is the problem, you see. Rice last season, I agree, I don't think he's an 8, personally. But Rice last season, you see him pop up inside the box crashing. That was what he was really good at for us last season, box crashing, coming up with some goals, coming up with some assists, etc. You rarely see that from Rice this season. It's because he's too busy covering Zubimendi's deficiencies.
Yeah, I disagree with that, and I know why you're saying it.
Listen, Zubimendi's a tidy player. He's a tidy player. He's as Dan put it, a bit of a steady Eddie. He can spray balls, but they predominantly go out wide. He's not really a line breaker or anything like that. And he can pop up with goals and pop up in moments as well. I just think with him and Rice, they're almost too similar in certain attributes. And because Zubimendi's not press resistant, every time that guy gets pressed, he faults. Like, there's numerous examples this season where somebody's applied a bit of pressure to him and he's made an error that's led to goal, or a mistake that's led to us conceding, right? And that's why I think he can be used in certain games, absolutely, but him and Rice together shouldn't be the starting midfield for Arsenal next season.
I agree with a lot. Sorry, Dan, 1 second. I agree with a lot what you're saying, but another thing that I think people are not looking at or not remembering is we're playing probably 20, 30 yards deeper this season than we have for the last few seasons. The first sort of good 8 roll that I saw under Arteta was when he put Xhaka like in the inside left, and he used to come in on the edge of the box and he was picking things up. And then Rice sort of done that last season, but we were so much higher as a unit in the game. And now we're playing in our own half. There's just nowhere to go, and that's why we're so stemmed.
There's similarities again with Zubimendi and Xhaka in the sense that Xhaka we played him as almost like the defensive-minded midfielder, but he was always sort of costing us in them positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that wasn't his strength. I look at Zubimendi as a similar thing as well. If you name Zubimendi's 3 best attributes, none of them are defensive. None of them, right? It's all to do with being on the ball. It's all to do with what he can do in terms of moving the ball on and going forward. I think Zubimendi needs to play that Xhaka role that Xhaka played in 22-23, where he's the guy who's going into midfield and box crushing and scoring goals and coming up with assists, etc. And Rice needs to be the deeper player, but I just don't think Arteta's worked that out. He seems to think that it's the other way round.
I think if Zubimendi learned to take the ball on his back foot, similar to Xhaka, they both play the way they're facing. They're not on the back foot and turn player, and I think that's where Thomas Partey excited a lot more of us because he would open his body and drive, and I think that's what we're lacking this season. Zubimendi not gaining that 15 yards, meaning we're not moving up the pitch.
Agreed.
Yeah,
and as soon as you move up the pitch, then the wingers come into play.
Get Ryan in. He hasn't spoken.
Yeah, I was going to say, get Ryan.
Before Ryan comes in on this, just from that point that Jamie, Hugo, and Brendan said, is this. Declan Rice started off as a centre half at West Ham. When he offers that maximum protection, it could be our Makalele, maximum protection for our defence, right? In terms of the attacking role, Zubimendi should be released to do that. Because when Zubimendi's played at the back, like you've both pointed out, he's done these weird back passes to the keeper and cost us goals, Sunderland and the others, right?
Yeah.
There's one big thing that you've all missed out, though, right? Which I was listening to, very good points, is this. I think we need another dimension of type of midfielder, which is a proper. Do you remember Wijnaldum, who played for Liverpool and Newcastle and Holland?
Yeah.
That box to box, total powerful, strong legs, like a Vieira, like a Roy Keane. We haven't got that.
Like a Morgan Gibbs White.
Exactly. And Rodgers at West Ham, that's it, Hugo.
Rodgers.
Exactly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That dynamic player, Vieira and Keane, who was box to box and does it, yeah? Declan
Wait, is that not Patrick Vieira? I mean, sorry, Declan Rice?
No, he hasn't got the attributes of a Vieira and Roy Keane, right? He hasn't. People have tried to make him out to this, right?
Technically better than Roy Keane, mate.
He's not on the. He's not. He hasn't got the attributes of a Roy Keane or Patrick Vieira. His speciality, as Brendan and Jamie and Hugo pointed out, is that defensive protection and then release it. He is called the horse, and he has got legs. We still, Zubimendi hasn't got those legs.
Yeah.
And isn't great in defending, right? And we've just sussed on to the missing deficiency. We need a box-to-box midfielder like Gini Wijnaldum, like Roy Keane. There's loads. Even Henderson when he was at Liverpool and Sunderland. That type of player.
Fair play, James, mate. I do agree with you to a certain extent. Boys, I want to come in with this because listen, at the end of the day, we all want Arsenal to win the league, whether we back Arteta or not. So I want to come to team selection because for me, and I want everyone to have their say on this.
Let Ryan go first because Ryan ain't said nothing.
Yeah,
Dan.
I'll go to Ryan first. I thought Ryan's fan cam was actually very good. Oh, sorry, so one sec, boys.
Ryan, why are you in the dark like Darth Vader?
Ryan, Mr. Kalako.
Yeah, Ryan.
Can you see me, you lot? Yeah.
Buddy, that angle's a bit mad, Dan. What you doing today, my bro? Friggin' heck. What's going on over there?
Daniel, start showing us your lower regions.
Crazy stuff.
I don't think Ryan can hear
What was the question again?
Ryan,
calling Ryan. He can't hear.
You got the stream on mute.
I don't think he can hear.
Someone takes it.
I think I know what he's going to ask anyway. I think I know what he's going to ask. He's going to talk about the team lineup and against Man City and was it better, etc., etc. It was better. It was better.
Yeah, it was. You're right, Brendan.
But the manager again fucked it. Hang on, the manager,
Brandon,
the manager again fucked it with his substitutions. He shouldn't have took Eze.
Do you know why? Do you know why it was better?
One second, Anson. You got one thing wrong though, Brandon. The
What?
lineup was excellent, except for one certain player. Guess who, Brandon? What position?
Right wing.
Well done, son.
Well done, son.
Who you put there? Max Dowman.
Absolutely.
Do you know what? I put you, Daniel. I put anyone, mate.
Crazy.
I thought Madueke was shit in the first 5 minutes, 10
He's
minutes.
shit.
He gave away the ball 5-6 times straight away, bro.
But can I just say, guys?
1 second, let me just say something about Madueke. You know the Ballers League? Do you lot watch the Ballers League?
Yeah.
This guy should be in the Ballers League, bruv. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not fucking good enough, bro.
I think you got deep in that, mate. I think, respectively, I agree with about Dowman should be out on the right, but he started Havertz. Why didn't he start the top goal scorer, Gyökeres? I'm pretty convinced Gyökeres would have scored at least one of those missed opportunities.
But he wouldn't have been in the position, Jez. He wouldn't have been in the position.
No, he would have. That first one, Gyökeres would have been for sure.
Hold on, please, boys. The last chance that we get is Havertz's header. So he's the one who's in the position, not Gyökeres. At least Havertz links up the play better, right? He links up the play a lot better. Presses a lot better. The only thing that Gyökeres has got better than him is finishing, but he doesn't get himself in the chances in this right space. His movement is not as good as Kai Havertz. Now, this is the question that I was going to come on to, and Ryan's gone now, but we'll go to Jez and we can go around the panel. Now, for me, right, going towards the end of the season now, if Saka's back, of course he starts on the right. If not, it's up for debate. You know, I probably would throw Dowman in now over Madueke personally, right?
Yeah.
Now, in defense, obviously we would all play Timber. That's not even we're all desperate for Timber to come back.
Yeah.
Left back is a debate whether you want Calafiori or Hincapié, right?
That's not a debate.
Well, who would you go with?
Hincapié, Calafiori, shit, mate.
I would go with Calafiori.
I would go for Calafiori.
I'll go. That's what I'm saying. It's a debate.
What if everyone's fit?
It depends on the opponent. It depends on the opponent.
I think Martin Odegaard has to start in that where he played yesterday for me, and Eze should play out on the left.
You're back with Odegaard, Dan.
And for me, Kai Havertz should start every single game up top
front.
Now, and Gyökeres should be on the bench.
See, that's where I disagree with you.
We play our best football, and we have the best chance. Jez, what do you think? And then we'll come to you after, Anton.
Daniel, who did you say left wing? Daniel?
I would play the exact same team that we played against City. However, obviously, I'd throw.
So you're pushing Eze out on the left again. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, but
he never played on the left. He was signed as a left winger. What are we even doing?
He drifts in. He wasn't playing out and out.
When he drifts in, what happens to our wide play?
Where did he get his chance?
Out the window.
Where did he get his chance to score the goal?
It's the mess. I don't want to see him out there.
It's not. I want Eze and Odegaard in that team together.
So who'd you rather have, Martinelli or Trossard, Dan, on the left? Because I don't want to see any of those players.
No, I don't want Martinelli or Trossard. I want this would be right now. If players are fit, which we're hoping they're going to be, my starting 11 would be David Raya in goal, Calafiori at left back. But if it was in Hincapié, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? For me, it's 50-50. But I just about go with Calafiori.
Agreed.
Then on the right, obviously Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, David Raya. Then I would have Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard, Eze, Saka, and Kai Havertz up top. And I believe if we play that, we can win our next 5 games.
Saka's not going to be playing though.
We can still win the Premier League.
Who in front instead of Saka? Because Saka.
You're a madman.
Yeah, I think Saka could be out to right.
Dowman or Madueke?
I don't think Saka goes to the World Cup.
Yeah, nor do I. I don't know about that, but I think
I genuinely think Saka. There's a bad injury there. There's a bad injury. I think he has been overplayed. Boys, listen, I've got to shoot off. I'm going to be back next Monday with some more.
Jamie, thanks, bro.
Jamie, thanks for coming on, bro.
It was good. Jamie, it's good to see you, mate.
James, I told Positive Dan, I'm only coming if you're coming.
Yeah,
that's right, son. We're going out in the pool later, me and you.
I'll see you all soon, boys. Have a good one. Bye bye.
I love you. Well, we got 208 people watching, but I don't know how many likes we got, bro. So please, guys, smash those likes.
But
And listen, guys, we're on 1900. We're on 1900
Are you alright
subscribers.
there, love? Are you alright there, love?
What's happened?
What's that?
Why are you farting on my pillow and shit?
Oh my gosh, get him off.
Yeah.
Who's that?
His missus just farted on his pillow, bro.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Fucking hell.
Oh man.
Can I just say, Dan,
Should've left-
I'll just say something, right? All the people in the chat here keep going on about this grand debt. Fuck off, man. We never touched hands on it. All right. It was a throwaway comment.
Don't back off now, Jez. Don't back off now, Jez.
I ain't backing off. I'm just saying, we never touched hands.
Doesn't matter. We all witnessed it.
Ignore them. They're mugs, mate. Ignore them, Chess.
No, don't ignore them. I want to see who wins this bet.
Being friendly to positive Dan, right? Don't keep calling the boy out. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to explain yourself to these mugs.
We never touched.
Mate, I've got another thing going on. Someone's paid me out already on Arsenal to win the league, and now they're saying,
it's ridiculous.
I said, mate, you ain't getting it back. Anyway, so let's go, Jez. Jez, who would your start? I just want everyone to give their starting 11s. I've just given mine. You heard mine. Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Zubimendi, Odegaard.
I told you. I said, unfortunately, you weren't here. You whatever your camera. I just said the only thing I would have changed. You disagreed with me. I would have put Perez up top, and I'd have had Dowman on the right. Apart from that, I'd have gone with what the rest of the team was.
Hugo.
Yeah, my one. I would have it very similar to Dan.
Where's he gone?
Ooh.
Oh, there he is. Go on.
Yeah, I'd have it very similar to Dan. I would play Calafiori. I think if we look at the start of the season when we were solid, Calafiori was playing.
100%.
When we were scoring goals, he's a big
100%.
aerial threat as well. So if we're not
100%,
scoring goals in the other end, that is down. We need bigger people out there as well. On that right wing, I'd play Ethan Wenieri. Oh wait, I forgot. I shipped him out.
You're funny.
Oh. Can't play Wenieri.
Did Arteta ship him out again?
I
Director of football does that job.
You can't get games from Marseille in League One, though.
Not now, Hugo. It's too late.
Dalman's better than him anyway.
Lego head, that's his name.
No, but
Lego
he
head,
doesn't
bro.
get back.
We're
Dalman
doing
doesn't always get back, and Madueke doesn't get back. You know that against City, Madueke
gets back more than Wanieri.
No, but
Dalman's better than Wanieri.
Mosquera was getting done in that game. Mosquera was because.
What did you say? Dalman's better than Wanieri? Is that what you believe?
Yeah, 100%.
You just that's it. You've just gone with that. You just gone with that. Based on what, Dan? How many games you seen the Max Dalman? What the fuck are you talking about? How many?
You know what's so funny? I think Dalman's better than everybody.
Yeah,
like he will be better than everybody.
Me and you had a conversation, and we said, you know what? Let's not get carried away, and let's see him play a bit more. Bloody hell! You can't just be saying he's better than Wanieri.
Can't.
I think he's better than Wanieri. Simple as that.
Hugo, who's your striker?
Most people
and
do.
your left wing?
Do you know what it is? One thing. Listen, Havertz.
And who's your left wing, Hugo?
No, but let me just qualify my Havertz thing. Yeah, the only thing I'm fucking pissed off at Havertz after Bournemouth, and I'm pissed off after that, obviously, Man City game, and I've been pissed off a few seasons ago, and I still question if it is 65 million down the drain because he costs us a lot of games in the season. But the only one thing I would say, he's coming back from an injury, and if he can get him fit. Havertz has little spells, 10 games, 12 games, where he'll score. If we get him fit and he hits one of those purple patches, there's not a lot of games left and we could potentially win it. And Yorkers can come on in the 70th minute with a bit of energy and score the goal like he did against Inter.
And who's your left wing, Hugo?
I'd play Eze there. But I'll change it. It depends on which team we're playing. I think Martinelli is good defensive. Remember, we forget how he saved us when he came back and against Bournemouth. He's a very good defensive player. Though he was poor against Man City, I think he was at fault for the goal. So it depends on what team we're playing. I think you got to vary. You can't have the same team every week.
Yeah, Brandon.
I actually think now you can. We only got 8 games left. I reckon you can play everybody the same game every single time.
No,
Brandon, what's your 11?
I don't agree with the Havertz thing, by the way. I think he did all right. in terms of hold-up play and build-up play. But ultimately, what do you want your striker there for? To score goals.
Well, he did score.
Yeah, well, he scored one, and then he missed sitters like he does in big moments. Is that not the reason why we was all screaming for a striker in the summer?
He still
We all
scored
wanted
in the
a
biggest
striker.
game of last season, though, didn't he? He still scored.
Well done. But we all wanted a striker in the summer for a reason, Dan.
He also scored in the Champions League quarter-final, the goal that's got us to the semis.
But was that coming off the bench,
But
though,
again,
Dan?
we all wanted a striker in the summer because we know that he can't turn up in crucial moments. He doesn't score often enough in crucial moments. So it's all irrelevant, really.
Can I ask you, mate? Can I ask you something? I'll go on with you on this one, right? Would you trust Havertz to be your striker in a Champions League final? I wouldn't.
Yes. Do you know why? Because he scored in the Champions League final and won Chelsea.
That was a bad example.
That don't mean shit, man.
Well, you just said, would you trust him? He literally won Chelsea the Champions League by scoring the winning goal.
That was the worst example, Jez.
Different team, right? Under a different manager. That doesn't mean he's going to score under this clown. That's bullshit, man. That's actually.
He has done it though.
But anyway, to answer the question, my team would.
That's a better question. We've had it before. So
my team would.
First.
What?
Name your team, and then if it was a Champions League final as well.
Come on, Brandon.
Would it be Havertz on your question? Start top.
No, Daniel. It's got to be based on where we're at now for the forthcoming game.
It's based on we've still got Arteta as manager, so whatever lineup you play,
you got to base it on now.
Dusty stuff.
Like you can't pick Saka because he's injured. You got to base it on now.
My team would be pretty much the same as yours, Dan, apart from the striker. Don't get me wrong. He's not the most pleasing person on the eye. I don't think his first touch is great. I don't think he's a skillful player or anything like that. But we brought Gyökeres in to score the goals. He's our top goal scorer. Play to his strengths. Play attacking football. Get him in the positions that Havertz was in, and he will score the goals. Simple as that.
He's got to get himself in the position.
Brandon, no. The reason why the
Gyökeres and can I just say as well, by the way, yeah, I get what people were saying about Madueke. I thought he was not great at all yesterday either. But I thought Martinelli was worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an example. People say about Martinelli and how well he tracks back and how good he is doing the defensive work. Well, it was only when Martinelli came on yesterday that Nico O'Reilly all of a sudden had loads of space.
That was the disappointing part about yesterday is that Martinelli was brought on to protect Mosquera because Mosquera was on a yellow, and he did everything but that.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
I actually think as well that Arteta has room to manoeuvre in terms of not necessarily with the lineup, because I'd stick to the lineup, but you can change so many things. You don't have to play Eze out on the left every single game. You can play Eze and Odegaard together with Rice behind them and drop Zubamendi for a game, or do vice versa. And play Trossard out on the left. But I don't trust this manager to go and do that. That's the problem. And yesterday as well, he fucked up his substitutions again.
Yeah.
He messed his substitutions up again.
Shit the bed.
Right.
As usual.
Anton, then negative Dan, then me. Anton,
he's scored the most goals and got the most assists.
Oh, get out of here, Dan. Crunch time we're talking about. Crunch time. Biggest game of the season, he shit the bed, Dan. Biggest game of the season, he shit the bed with his subs. Biggest game. There you go.
Not for me. He brought Trossard on and put in a great cross.
Anton, pick your team. Anton, pick your team.
If Havertz scores that, it's a great sub.
He doesn't score it.
Yeah, but Trossard was the sub that crossed the ball in.
Wait, let Anton speak. Anton, pick your team, your best team based on the current form and injuries to go forward for the rest of the season. Pick your team, Anton.
Yeah. Well, I find it funny that it's taken everybody this long to come to the realization of the lineup that I knew was the best lineup from day one. It's for me, if it's going to be Nkapie, Gabriel Saliba, and Timber with Raya in the goal, Zubimendi, Rice, Eze, left wing all day long, because you can't have Martinelli or Trossard starting a game. Neither of them are reliable. You just get better output with Eze. You get Martinelli in the middle, Saka on the right if he returns. Otherwise, at this point, you know what? I'm like, fuck it. Let's go with Max. Because I was saying, hey, you know what? We got to protect him. But I also said he's break glass in case of emergency. Well, where are we at right now, boys? It's make or break time now. It's time to win football matches. We can't lose.
Moment.
So I would put Max Dowman on the right hand side, and up front it's going to be Victor Gyökeres.
I think what's more important than any lineup, by the way, is the manager's approach to games. If he approaches games like he approached yesterday, then fair play. But I just don't trust him to do that either. I think he reverts back to type.
He's a pussy.
Negative Dan, you're going up.
If he does that, we win all 5 games and win the league. Then what?
You keep saying that, Dan, but we keep losing, bruv.
We don't.
One victory in 6. Come on, Dan, behave yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, have you seen our games?
Have you seen our games?
One victory.
Seen our fixtures?
Have you seen our fixtures, Dan? Because that's the next question is going to be. Have you seen them?
I have seen them.
And what do you think about them? Because
I think they're lovely fixtures to have. I always
was Wolves away wait a minute, Dan. Let me talk. Was Wolves away a lovely fixture? Was Bournemouth at home a lovely fixture?
Not really,
was
no.
Forest away a lovely
Bournemouth
fixture?
at home,
Man
no,
United
not
at home a
Bournemouth
lovely
at home.
fixture. All these fixtures were lovely to
No,
you.
no.
Learn your lessons and just
These
stay
are
calm,
lovely
Dan.
fixtures.
When you
Learn your
argue,
lesson and stay calm. They're
These
not
are good
lovely.
fixtures that we've got.
They're not.
It's like,
They're not.
It's like
Yes,
when,
they are.
It's like
The
when
difference
listening
in
to
these-
Let me
our
go
parents
through it.
arguing.
Newcastle are in disarray.
All right.
right
Can
now.
we go to
They're in
Newcastle?
disarray.
Right,
Okay,
right.
can we go
Eddie
to
Howe, you
Newcastle?
told me was better than
Right.
Arteta. Useless.
The difference-
Newcastle.
The
Okay.
difference between
Newcastle's
us
on
and
one of the
Newcastle-
worst forms in the Premier League right now.
What does that
Newcastle,
mean?
one of the worst. One of the
And
worst
we've got the
form
worst
teams.
form. We
No,
have
we
as
ain't.
well. We
In
have.
the Premier League.
In the last 2 games, we've
In
got
the
the same
Premier
form
League.
as Newcastle.
But we've
What are we
got
going to say?
we've won 3 of our last 5 still. When we talk about form, it's going
We've
back on
lost
last 5
one-
games.
We've lost
That's
4 of
what
our last
form
6
is.
games.
We've
We've
won
won
one
1 and
out
6.
of the
In all competitions, but in
Exactly.
the Premier
Why are you
League.
counting out the other competitions? We've played 6 games and we've won 1.
And that was
Because
a
the
lot.
argument was that Newcastle's one of the worst
Newcastle are
form
not in
teams
any other
in the
competition.
Premier League.
We've won 1
Right,
and 6.
so you can't.
Our form's
So
not great.
to make it,
Stop the nonsense. Cut the crap. Cut the
We're
crap, man.
What Newcastle?
What do you mean? The Newcastle that we're playing is that it's crunch time. Last time was
Yeah.
crunch time when we played Newcastle when we was going for top 4. We got slapped.
When?
last time we played Newcastle,
When it was crunch time and we was trying to
When
get
it's
top 4.
pressure.
Remember when
When
we
it's
choked top
pressure.
4 underneath Arteta? Yeah?
that was
It
away.
Newcastle that done it. What
Well,
does
that
that
was
mean?
away, yeah.
Okay. All I'm saying is that this Newcastle game is not straightforward as you're making out. Dan.
No.
I
When
didn't
there's
say that.
pressure
straightforward as
on,
you're
we
making
I
out.
crumble.
said we have. I said we
But
have
I
good-
think, but Hugo, I think you know what, Hugo, I think you're right. But I actually think that having lost this game now, and everybody's expecting City to be the favorite, I actually think that actually might work well for us in terms of our next game.
Oh, but
because
you said the Carabao Cup loss was going to
Sorry.
work for us, Anton.
Do you know
You're talking
after we
shit
lost?
again.
Can
You're
you?
talking shit again.
Oi,
Flipping out.
oi, Dan, I will.
You said the Carabao Cup loss would spur us on. You and Dan.
yeah,
both
and
of
we
you.
lost the game.
And it put us in. It made us crumble. So now this loss is going to make us. That's going to galvanize now.
Hey.
Just say you
Okay,
don't know.
okay,
Why?
No, Dan,
You know what,
Dan,
Dan?
It did
Dan.
make us crumble because we were shit before the final.
All
All
I'm
right,
saying
Catchy,
is,
you know what?
see me, Anton. Sorry, bro. I'm not saying that we're not going to beat Newcastle, but I'm going in there. I'm not going in there with no confidence to say we're just going to slap them. It's a hard game.
No one said that.
No
I
one
we
said
just
slap.
played
No one said slap.
But you're just going like it's a done deal. We're going to beat Newcastle.
No, I didn't say it's a done deal.
No, he didn't. All
I said I
positive
think
Dan
we've got
said
lovely fixtures.
Yeah, he said
We're
they were
Lovely
Weekend.
fixtures.
Lovely.
Yes,
Yeah,
I think
he didn't say we're going to slap them.
these are fixtures you would handpick. Burnley at home, you'd handpick
Yeah.
that. Fulham at
Yeah.
home.
That's the only
playing for
game that I'll
nothing.
pick.
Mid-table.
Historically, we've been drawing with Fulham at home, Dan.
At different times of the
Historically,
season,
we
not
No, we ain't.
when they had more to fight for.
Not
Let me
historically.
quote,
no, we
let me
ain't
quote you
against-
Patrick Vieira, what he said on Sky Sports. He goes, now we've lost that Man City game. The pressure's going to be even more now because Arsenal feel like they're going to have to try to win these games.
Well, yeah, you have
And
to win all. You have to win all 5. You do.
Well, this is it. We have to win them because I can see City winning all their games now. They've put the switch has gone off. You know when you go home and you
And
put
Hugo.
the switch on, we've turned the switch off.
And
they put the
Hugo, you know what they say that Hugo when you say Man City are going to win. I can't see Man City winning all their games now. They've just beaten Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final 2-0.
No, I
Done
can
Liverpool.
see
Let me land that.
City.
They just beat Liverpool 4-0, knocked them out the FA Cup. Then they went to Stamford Bridge and slapped them 3-0. They just beat us 2-1. They played 4 games against top teams on paper, and conceded 1 goal and scored 12. But you can't see that they can win all their games now. Why is that? I'm talking about the last 4. We drew with Wolves, James.
You said they can't win all their games. They can win all their games. Of course they can.
Yeah.
But you said you don't think they are going to win them. But you think Arsenal can.
Those are two different things, though. Can they or will they? Will they? Are two different things.
This is the Arsenal fans' logic.
Wait, Dan. Will they win all their games? Is the question,
no, I'm not saying that they are. I'm going to shut up. This is Arsenal fans' logic right now. Arsenal have won 1 game in 6. Man City have won 4 out of 4 against big teams. But their logic is Arsenal are going to win all their games and Man City are not. That's their logic.
That's not the
crazy.
logic.
It's madness.
How do you
look, if that's the logic, that's wrong. If that's the logic, that's wrong.
Get to the delusion?
Can I actually speak on? Can I speak on this now? Actually, because I haven't actually been able to properly speak on this stream quite yet.
Anton, I'm going to shut up now.
All right, guys. Like where we are right now, I'll be the first to admit I didn't see this coming, and I'm very frustrated to have lost 4 out of 6. Now I'm always starting on this stream like on the back foot, reacting to everybody, putting me under pressure and asking me questions because I've become public enemy number 1 because I've been so confident about this team for the whole season. I will admit, I've gotten a lot of that wrong. I did not expect us to lose to Bournemouth, and I thought at least we would get a draw against Man City. But if not, it's not even the Man City performance that actually angers me. It was the Bournemouth one and the ones before that, because this game shouldn't have been that important. But what we need to do right now, this is where I'm at. We are still, with 8 games to play, in a position where we have a possibility of winning both the Premier League and the Champions League. Whether you think it's going to happen or not is a whole other conversation, but it's still a possibility. So for me, for the rest of the season right now, I'm just focused on how this team performs. I'm going to still back this team every single week. All these Arteta conversations, I will gladly have them after the end of the season if we don't win anything. I said at the start of the year, he has 0 excuses. Andrea Berta came out and got him 8 new players. If he doesn't win with these 8 new players, I told you the best squad in the world. And I still back that. Now, are they fatigued? Yes. But does Arteta have to do a little bit with that? Yes. Because I think he's mismanaged it to a certain extent. But let's wait and see how this thing ends. Because just as much as me and Dan look silly right now for our confidence and where we're at right now, everyone who's now gone on emergency streams and panicking, hit the panic button, could look just as silly if the reverse happens and we go ahead and we win both those competitions. So I'm going to take Dan. When things are going positive, you were telling me, hey, calm down, keep it chilled, right? So I'm going to flip the script on you. Now that things are going bad, and I'm going to say, hey, Dan, calm down. Let's keep it chilled, all right?
Anton, you want me to keep chilled when we've been done in the Carabao Cup final, knocked out the FA Cup.
I could say the same thing. You want me to keep it chilled when we had lost 3 games all season? Now we've lost 7.
Right now,
it's a different thing.
No, can I answer this? Can I tell you why we can't keep chilled right now? Yeah, because Arteta has got a history of fluffing his lines in the last 3 seasons.
It is a beautiful moment of the season.
All right, let me say it in a cool way. Yeah, I watched the Apprentice final the other night. Yeah. And just before the Apprentice final, in the Apprentice, Lord Sugar goes, I have to consider my last 6 weeks and I have to look at the performance of everything. Now, based on everything, you're fired. That's how it is, yeah? It's not just this season. This season has been an incredible opportunity, and the opportunity I don't think we're ever going to get again to win the league and even the Champions League, the side of the draw we've come across, yeah? He's fluffed his lines. He's got our players injured. He's mismanagement of the team. That's why. But then you have to go back 1 year further. Even if you go before the second, we had a chance to get to the Champions League top 4. He fluffed that. We ended up 5th when Tottenham got there. Do you remember that?
So the game I was alluding to, Newcastle got done.
This is what I'm saying. So it's not it's not like we're overreacting. So we have got every right to be panicking and like our hounds up. You've got no right to be so confident. You've got no right to be so confident. I want to apply back to David here because
Arsenal are in the last 4 of the Champions League. I know you don't know about that because you're a Man United fan and you play one game every fucking month. But Arsenal are in the last 4 of the Champions League. So we're in the best 4 teams in Europe. And if we get through Atletico Madrid, we may make only our 2nd ever Champions League final, the one Jez wants. You know,
We're also
a lot
the
of
only remaining team without a defeat in the Champions
my
League.
dad's mates and that, they want that Champions League because they've never seen it before and time's running out, right?
Yeah.
And that Champions League is the most glitzy, special trophy. If we can win that, we've got a chance. We're in the last 4 guys of the Champions League.
That's true.
We've only been 2006, we played Villarreal. 2009, Man United, we lost. We beat Villarreal and PSG last year.
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid are a good side, but they're not
great.
unbeatable. We can beat Atletico
Yeah,
Madrid
yeah.
already this season.
Man,
We've just gone out to Real Sociedad, right?
I mean, Anton's just said we got the best squad in the world, so we got nothing to worry about. We got nothing to worry about.
No.
We're in the Champions League.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, look, if we got listen, numbers wise, we have a lot of numbers, but I think we don't have a world class player like a Harry Kane, which Bayern Munich do. We don't have a world class.
Then, so we haven't actually got the best squad in the world.
No, but squad means like we had the best squad. We were covered deeper in all positions than anybody else. Look at the go. No, it's not deflecting. It's not deflecting. It's not deflecting. It's not deflecting. If deflecting would mean be putting the pressure on somebody else. I'm just telling you the reason why I had. Why I said that.
PSG have Dembele, who's world class. He's the Ballon d'Or winner, for Christ's sake. Harry Kane is going to win the Ballon d'Or. We don't have that.
When I said we are the best squad in the world, I didn't say we had the best players in the world. I said we had the best squad in the world. That's two different conversations. Look at the bench. Look at the bench players. Look at PSG's bench. Look at Bayern's bench, and look at Atletico's bench, and compare them to the players that Arsenal can put on the bench when we're all at our best, fully healthy. That is why Arsenal. I said Arsenal have the best squad in the world. Our third string right winger is Max Dallman.
Are you still sticking to that, Anton? With what you've seen played out in the season, we've seen some players not live up to what they're meant to be, fell off of a cliff. Are you still sticking to that we've got the best squad?
What I would say is that
is our squad better than Man City's? There's a simple question. Is our squad better than Man City's?
Dan, you haven't answered my question, Anton. How many world-class players have Arsenal got on that squad?
I'm just going to top of my head. I would say Raya is world class. I would say Declan Rice is world class. I would say both Gabriel and Saliba are both world class. So we're up to 4. I would say
Saka on his day.
I would say Saka on his day is world class.
That's the stretch.
On his day.
That's your opinion.
Saka.
And I would say Timber on his day is also world class because Timber could shut down any winger in world football.
Agree.
So that would be my list.
Yeah.
Listen, if we get that full defense back, which we've not had, if we have Calafiori, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, we can 100% win the Champions League.
Right,
that defense was out there against Wolves away, by the way.
Can I just say one sentence to defend
Anton? That's one game, bro.
Can I just say one sentence?
And it wasn't. Calafiori didn't play that game in Capitulation.
Can I just say one sentence to defend Anton? You purchase a Ferrari and it turns out it's rusty or the engine conks out. At the time, it was the best car. End of.
Well, a driver can just drive the Ferrari off the edge of a cliff. That's also the other thing.
I'm backing you. About the team.
No. I hear you. But I wouldn't say the Ferrari's rusty.
Where's the tumbleweed? Where's the tumbleweed, man? Hey, I got a question for the panel.
I've got a question for the panel.
Let me start off with Jez on this one.
Give your 11, Daniel. Daniel, you ain't giving your 11.
Nah, the 11's irrelevant. I don't care about that. I'm sorry.
No, we're going to your 11, Dan.
Nah, it's dusty. It's Arteta's in charge of it. It's irrelevant. I'm going to go to Jez on this question. Do you feel like we can still win the Premier League or the Champions League? And if we was to fall up short, would this be the biggest bottling in history?
Oh God!
Right, I said back in Christmas time. I think it might have been on this show. It might have been the New Year. I think this team's set up better to win the Champions League than it is the Premier League, personally.
Yeah.
I stand by that statement. I do. I stand by that statement. Right now, I think the players are probably very flat in the Premier League. And I think they're probably pissed off with Arteta, fed up with hearing his same boring voice. And I think we won't win the Premier League, personally. I think Man City, I can't see him losing a game now. They do this at this time of year. They just go on a run and that's it. See you later. Kick everybody else in the bollocks. What was the last? Sorry, mate. What was part 3 of that one?
If it would be the biggest bottling ever if we
Would
were
this be
to
the biggest bottling
fail
ever if we
win
was
the
to call
trophy.
up Fruitless?
Absolutely. To be in 4 competitions, League Cup final, gets absolutely smashed. Didn't even bother turning up. Go out again. Don't forget, gentlemen, this is the furthest this manager's been in the FA Cup since he's won it. Right? That's the furthest he's been. Quarter final, and he fucked it up again. Right? So, Premier League, capitulating, not looking happy, not looking good. I still have my trust, and I'll stand by it, that this could be our year in the Champions League. And I'm going to stand on that. I will stand on that. I just got a feeling that we're going to shit our way through it, beating Atletico, and get through and see who we get in the final. And I'm going to stand on that.
Right, I think I'll go to you, Dan, on the next one. I'm going to go positive, so-called negative, and then do 1-1. So yeah, Dan, same question to you, my friend. Can we still win the Premier League, Champions League? And
I ain't your
obviously,
friend right now, mate.
we're always friends, Dan. Don't be silly. Come on, man.
Can we win the Premier League? Yes, of course we can.
So
Like
do you
I said,
believe? No, do you believe that we're still going to win it? Where are you at with that? Honestly.
I'm 50-50, Dan. I think it's anyone's right now. It's clear as day. It's 50-50 because if they will win. You know, right now it's 51% because they haven't beaten Burnley yet. But of course, we all know they will beat Burnley. I think they'll probably beat them 3-0. So I think this is how I think it will probably go. So they'll be ahead of us by a +2 because we're ahead on 1 goal difference. So they'll be ahead by +2 goal difference. Then we will play Newcastle. We'll beat Newcastle. I think we'll beat them 2-0. So we will then be equal on goal difference, above them by we'll be the same points above them on goal difference. Then I believe we beat Fulham, and then they play Everton on the Sundays. The Monday night football, Everton away. I think it all hinges on that because I believe if they beat Everton away, for me I know they play Bournemouth away, but for me it's midweek as well by Bournemouth. I just think that Everton game is the toughest game. If Man City beat Everton, I think they win the Premier League because I think they'll score more goals than us in those games. However, listen, they may beat Bournemouth 1-0 away. They may beat Everton 1-0. You know,
Bournemouth away is I think that might be tougher than Everton away, actually.
I think Everton will be tougher.
The other thing about Bournemouth away, by the way, is the fact that Semenyo plays for Bournemouth.
Anton, we'll come to you next, bro. Let me finish.
Yeah.
I'll just go through the fixtures. Obviously, Burnley at home they'll be relegated by then. It was a beautiful game to have. And Palace on the last day of the season. Palace, they've got Aston Villa, who I expect to be, they've got to get through Forest, so there's no guarantee. Forest are decent. But I expect Aston Villa to be in the Europa League final. So, they've already sewn up top 5. I think Chelsea are like 10 points behind them. So that should be probably sewn up. So they'll probably be resting players. But Palace, I expect them to get to the conference final. So Arsenal will be playing a weakened Palace side away from home. And Man City will be playing a weakened Villa side at home. So it could come down to the last day. It really could. It could come down to goal difference. It could. Oh, now, I know it goes goal difference. Then it goes goals for. Does it then go goals against? And then does it go head to head?
It goes head to head. No, it goes goals against and then head to head. You're right.
Yeah, so goals for, which would. Sorry?
Playoff. If everything is.
It can't go to a playoff now because they've got a better head to head than us. If we had a drew with them, it could have.
If it was 1-1 yesterday, it would have gone.
I just want to just point out that Man City are unbeaten in 18 games against Everton. Ain't
What
lost
are
to
we
them
doing,
since
bro?
2017. But yeah,
What
I know
are we
you got
doing?
hope for that one.
Yeah, I have got hope
What
for
about
that
the
one.
Champions
But
League?
honestly, I think now it's probably more likely that we can win a Champions League, because to win a Champions League, we don't even have to, we actually don't even have to win a game. You could draw both games against Atletico and go through on penalties, and you could draw the final and go and win it on penalties. So right now, I would say it's because of how good City are playing, and worse, we're struggling, aren't we? We've only, as you keep alluding to, 1 win in 6. However, in the Champions League, we've not lost a game in the Champions League. And Jez is right. Sometimes you're in one competition, and it's not working in that competition, and you play totally different, and you have a different vibe about yourself when you play in a Champions League. So listen, someone said to me the other day after Bournemouth, I think you should concentrate on the Champions League now. And I was like, I get what you're saying, but we can't give up on the Premier League. However, if we don't beat Newcastle, then I would be resting everyone. And if we don't beat Newcastle, or Man City win their game against Everton, and they beat Burnley, then I would be saying, yeah, let's rest players against Atletico. Let's rest players for Atletico. Look, we're in a great position. If we win our next 5 games, we win the Premier League. Simple as that. Man City haven't won 5 in a row this season, and Arsenal haven't done it. The most we've both won is 4 games in a row, and then there's a draw or a loss or a draw or a loss. So no team's done it so far. Who knows what's going to happen? They've got a difficult game against Bournemouth, which I think is going to be midweek rearranged. They've got a difficult game at home to Brentford, who are fighting to be in the European spots. And they've got a bad record against Brentford, actually, Man City. I remember them losing at home to them 2-1, maybe last year or the year before. And Brentford play the style of football that Man City don't like. Very physical, in their face, long throws, physicality. So they've got tough games. I think our games are more favourable. We've got a chance. Definitely got a chance to win the Champions League. I watched Atletico Madrid against Real Sociedad. They lost to Real Sociedad, and they didn't make the Copa del Rey final. So they leak a lot of goals. They got through against Barcelona because Barcelona went down to 10 men in both games. That's the only reason they're there in the semi-finals. If we were playing Barcelona now, I would not be confident at all. I'd be expecting us to go out against Barcelona, because I don't think we've got as much as the defense is shaky. We don't have the firepower in attack. But I think we could definitely go through against Atletico Madrid. I think the game, it kind of suits us the way the game might be played. And we've got every chance of winning that Champions
This Real
League.
Sociedad, that game that you're talking about, they lost on penalties, Dan.
Yeah, so exactly.
So why are you going like they've got beaten like that?
No, but they're at home, Dan, and they've gone out to Real Sociedad. They were the favourites. They're expected to make a final. We might beat them on penalties.
It was the final. It says it was the final. Copa del Rey final.
Well, there you go. Then it's even better. They've lost the final, so that bodes well for us that they've lost the final. That's all they've got to play for now is the Champions League. They're not doing very well in the league. They've conceded a hell of a lot of goals this season. Atletico Madrid. They're nowhere near of the Atletico.
You don't think they'll be confident after beating their not even bitter rivals, a team that's always slapped them in Barcelona?
Yeah, of course they'll be confident, but that would have definitely knocked their confidence. Listen, I expect us to get through against Atletico Madrid. I really do. And
even with our recent form, Dan, you're still confident.
Yes, I am. And in a one-off, but in the Champions League, we got through. We've done the job, didn't we? We've not lost a game in the Champions League, Dan. We're the only team not to lose a game in the Champions League. So I think we've got every chance of winning the Champions League, and we've got every chance of winning the Premier League. Whether it's not looking likely now we'll win the Premier League, it looks like the momentum was with City due to obviously recent form. However, all it takes is City to draw one game and us to win, and we're back in the driving seat. That's all it takes. And it could come down to goal difference. It really could.
Can I answer it, bro? I don't think we're going to win. I think that we're being delusional if we think we're going to win we're in free fall. And it's this time of the season. We go back to the last 4, 5, 6 years, wherever you want to do it. We always crack. We're going to lose more games, or we're going to draw more games. There's banana skins. That West Ham away. You've got Newcastle.
I think that's the toughest fixture.
Huh? I think just that West Ham thing. I think I can't see it. I think City are going to win.
But don't forget, they're under a lot of pressure, though. They're playing under a lot of pressure.
They are playing under a lot. No, listen, it can happen, but do I think, based on the evidence, what I've seen, the way that our manager, I think with any other manager, like a top manager, bring me Arsene Wenger. I said this a few weeks ago. We would have a chance. I think we might have even got a result at City. Bring me a top manager, Zidane, something like that. Put that in. I think
Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, I think Arsene Wenger. If Arsene Wenger was in now, he would win us the Champions League or the Premiership. One of those two. Arteta, I'm far less.
That's a little bit risky, bro. I can't lie.
It is risky, but I'm saying at the moment,
Yes, man.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna win it. I don't think we're gonna.
And he was well past it. He was well past it.
But we'll talk about
7 years past him at minimum.
Yeah.
No team would ever be talking about replacing a manager who's literally top of the league and in the semi-final.
No, but
he's not gonna. Let me just answer this question.
You have to see what happens this season, and then you can discuss.
Yeah,
where to go next.
No, I suppose I've deflected, but I've gone on to a different time. We'll talk about that. Another thing. I just don't think that this manager has got what it takes and can motivate the players or whatever. You can blame the players and blame their mentality. I think when you're doing stupid things with pens and looking at ducks and rabbits, you can put that pen up your ass because it's not motivating anyone anymore. The lights, all of this is bullshit, bro.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, all of this fire. Bring
Dan,
your.
why are you doing that, Dan?
You said it in your fan camp, Dan. Bring your hats, bring your scarves, bring your nan. Yeah. Fucking, you didn't bring anything for us in that Bournemouth game.
It is a beautiful moment.
It's a beauty, bro. It's fucking getting to the point where I'm fucking getting angry. Isn't it pissing you off seeing his face when it's beautiful? Everything is beautiful. Fuck off, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It is. No, it's annoying.
A beautiful moment.
Anyway, so I don't think we're gonna win the league. Fire. I don't think we're gonna win the FA Cup. Clip this. Everyone can clip this. I think Simeone is going to purposely get one of our players sent off like he did against Barcelona. He did it to get against Beckham. He did it. He calculated it against Barcelona, and we're playing with a lot of emotion. So he's going to, because I think on paper, we should beat Atletico Madrid. We've got a much better team, better squad, everything. But that manager is wily, and he did us over before. I'm sure Atletico Madrid beat us in the
semi-final. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, Hugo. We smashed them 4-0. How about that, son?
Yeah, but there was no pressure then. This is what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna bring in Ryan before
pressure, bro. This is the thing.
There was pressure then. Them Champions League games, there's always pressure. I don't know where this narrative's coming from.
We could afford to lose.
It wasn't a friendly, mate. It was a Champions League game.
If we had lost that, we still would have gone through. Now, if we lose it, we're out. That's the difference.
Yeah,
let's bring in Ryan before I bring in.
We ain't winning nothing, bro.
Before I bring in Ryan,
wait to win something, but you have to enjoy moments. There's positivity and there's negativity. Then there's realists in the middle. Yeah, wait for yourself. I'm a realist. I know negative, don't like me.
That team was third and fourth. Kushoni and them, man, we've confirmed to. They were never going to win a league title.
No, I hear it.
But this team is ready to win a league title, and not just 1, 2, 3 league titles.
Let's chill on that. I do think you're right. No, this team can win the league title.
Who do you not rely on? Do you rely on Gabriel? Do you rely on Saliba? Do you think they're going to crumble? They're 25, 26. Gabriel's 27.
I don't think so. They would have taken over the Invincibles team. Them too.
So do you not believe in them to get over the line? Do you think is Gabriel going to let you down? Is Gabriel Magalhaes going to let you down? Is Declan Rice going to let you down?
It's a team effort. It's a team effort. Let me give you something. 22, 23. Saliba injured. 5 points. We lost 5 points. If we didn't have squad depth. 23, 24. No striker 3.5 years. No, let me land. But I hear it. But also got to make sure the manager's tactics are right. They weren't the greatest today. Let's be real. The tactics weren't the greatest. Like even during time, Atletico second half they were. He took over the interview. I was going to say some mad positive stuff, by the way. No. I'm talking about him the other day. No. Big up Hugo. But yeah, no. Listen. I'm just saying, got to calm down a little bit. Like, look, be happy about the moments. There's no reason to be negative right now. I'm being real. There's no reason to be negative about it. But you got to just calm down a little bit. Because say the tactics are bad. I don't know the tactics are bad. Let me take you back here. Let me take you back to Anfield. We were there watching the Sabazai free kick. Everyone's like, oh, Liverpool going to run away with it. Arsenal right there. Arsenal did nothing this season. That's what everyone was saying. How is it swung? Like it's a full 180 right now. Everyone's like, Arsenal.
We lost by one free kick.
Context is key. That's what I'm trying to say. Right now, we're running away with the thing. But if we start losing, I don't think we will start losing mad games. But if we start losing some games, yeah, it's going to be peak. Even if we lose 3 games. That's still put City as favourites. But I'm just trying to say, because even when we're running away with the thing over seasons, it's always the case that people generally never actually thought that we'd win anything because we've just never really got it over the line. So what's that?
But you say we're favourites right now. That's what you
I think we can win the league. You see, I think Arsenal can win the league. Who do I think? It's hard to say. We're 9. If
you had a £3 million bet to put on one team to win the league now and you get double back, who'd you put it on?
Man City.
Yeah, I don't know why it was moving so fast there, man. But yeah, Ryan, that was when we beat Palace, scraped over the line 1-0 against them. Poor performance, just about got over the line. Eze scored the goal and Yeah, Dan was buttoning on your fan cam asking you if you
You
had,
love this, man. You
if
love
you had a
that.
£3 million bet,
Man,
who would you
get
put it
your-
on? That was his famous question back then.
Get your fan come up from that Palace game because you was
No,
happy
no,
with
no,
that.
no, no.
I
Pause
wasn't
it down.
happy with
Hear
it.
this. Hear this.
Yeah, you was.
This is what I'm saying. This is the thing. People clip that. I said we can win the league. We're not like that. Context is key. I think the capabilities are there, but with this manager and his football and the fact that he's arrogant as fuck, it's not going to happen. But if you ask me then and you ask me now, I told you, Man City. I would have put I don't bet. I'm not really a betting man. If I was a betting man, I'd have put it on City then. I wish I did. When the bookies were paying out for Paddy Power, at least I feel a little bit happy after Arsenal bottle it. You know, at least I'll get some money. Because, bro, I'm telling you now, look, if City win against Burnley, level, yeah? Then we go ahead if we were to hypothetically win against Newcastle, because they got FA Cup, which we, you know, shat on ourselves on and should have been through, but whatever. They're playing Southampton, ironically. But our goal difference as well. We were talking about goal difference, and now they're going to catch up on it, bro. If they look, let's be real, they're going to beat Burnley, even at Burnley, yeah? Burnley are down and out, bro. They are down
3 goals at least. I agree. They'll beat them by 3 goals at least.
And I'm just saying, you jumped out at me at Sunderland at home. You're like, we're gonna win the league. Look, we will chance. It's chance or chance. But you were telling me, look, we're gonna do it. 9 points ahead, rare tear, brother.
It was done.
We're chatting about. Yeah, but you're very carried away.
Stop putting mud on my name, Dan.
You see
that clip? No, realist Dan. Did you see that clip on Twitter? I sent it to you. They're putting positive Dan's thing from the 12th man out about Arteta being the best manager.
He's in trouble right now, man. Seriously, that's why I told him to just. Do you understand?
Be grounded, my bro. Don't never, ever get carried away about this thing. Trust me. Arsenal.
Listen. Nothing's over yet, mate.
It's not. But how likely is it, Dan? How likely?
Quadruple's over.
Yeah, quadruple. You said we can have the quadruple. You said we can have the quadruple.
The double ain't.
Oh God! Stop it! This is the hardest double to ever achieve. We lost that 2 domestic.
Exactly. An old super Mikel Arteta.
Do you think we're gonna do it, bro? Honestly, do you think we're gonna do the double with this manager and this team? Because we won one in the last 6 in the last minute.
Hey, Ryan, let me put the question to you so we can come to the other panelists as well. The question was, Ryan, do you still believe? Oh, well, not still, but do you believe that we could win this Premier League, or win the Champions League, or both, maybe? And if we wasn't to win anything, would this be the biggest bottle in history?
All right, I'll break this all down. Do I think we'll win the Premier League? No. I don't think we'll win the Premier League. If I ever thought we'd win the Premier League, it's because City have not been great this season. But since they've beaten us, they've got a resurgence in the Carabao Cup final. So no, in short, I don't think we're going to catch up. Do I think we'll win the Champions League? I think we have a good chance to get past Atletico Madrid because I don't think that amazing. But the group stage game we played against them earlier this season, the game will be completely different, the tie. If we get to the final, I think it's likely Bayern over PSG. I think even though PSG are holders, Bayern are a better team for me. We're getting battered by these teams. I'm sorry. We're not going to turn up properly. Even though I praise the performance a little bit more because it's Mikel Arteta against City this weekend. Never expected him to play that much better. Still wasn't amazing, if I be honest with you. And his substitutes were baffling as fuck. I still think the way he's going to approach, he's a cautious man. And it's really costing us. Now, the question you've asked me, okay, I don't think we'll win either trophy. Even if he wins both trophies, I want this manager gone. Still, I'm so sorry.
If he wins both, Ryan, come on, Ryan. You don't.
Let me land on this. Let me land. Let me make this very clear.
I think we should
if he wins the Premier League, if he wins just the Premier League, 100% he's got to go. If he wins the Champions League and the Premier League, it's understandable to keep him. My thing is the bigger picture. The way he's won it, he'd be a shithoused his way through this season. It looks really good on paper, but it's not good. Like, I'm sorry, like
you're scared.
He's going to justify this standard of football. That is my problem. It's not like Simeone's. I didn't particularly like Jose Mourinho's part of the bus, but you had more confidence watching them. I have no confidence. You said
that team was better than our Invincibles. Free flowing football. You said Jose's 2005 team was better.
I think in short, you could argue it was. Yeah, I'm not.
You said it
there's
was, but
context
now
to
you just said you
everything.
didn't like that style of football.
They
Listen,
did
it
get
doesn't
what?
matter how you
At
win.
Chelsea.
If you win the 2 biggest trophies in the world, I'm
Wait,
sorry, mate.
Can you put up David's chat? Because he's a United fan.
Ryan, you
and
should
what
save
he-
yourself because you said a lot of things now that are coming true, and you know you're looking smart, to be fair. But now to come out and let yourself down, if you just don't think it's going to happen, you just shouldn't say nothing at all. Because
No,
if you
but I'm
believe
just
it's
trying
not
to
going to
make a
happen, you
point.
don't need
There's
to say
a
it.
picture.
But to say that even if we go and do it, you're still going to be in the right because we should sack him, even
No,
if he
it's
wins
not.
the Premier
Okay,
League, win the Champions League.
Jose,
That is
Dan, let me-
complete
No, no,
delusion
let,
and
okay, let me be.
stupidity.
No, it's not. Let
That
me
is
be real.
stupidity. I'm
Let
sorry.
me be real.
Anyone who says a manager who wins a Premier League and a
Can I give you
Champions
some?
League,
Can I give you?
only Sir Alex Ferguson has done that. No other manager in the history of English football has won them 2 trophies together.
I'm not taking that
Right?
away. Dan. I'm just saying-
And Pep, sorry.
Yeah,
They're the only
there's a
2
bigger
that's done
picture,
that.
Dan. Oh, my thing is the way we've won these. He's going to carry
Doesn't
on.
matter how you
justify-
win it. It doesn't
let me
matter.
say it.
It
He
would not
doesn't
matter how
change
you
his
win it.
football.
It
Bro,
doesn't
I'm just talking
matter.
about the style of football. I don't want to justify it going on. If we win the Premier League, it almost papers over cracks in terms of the bigger picture. I want to win it. I
Winning
want
the
to win
Premier
it.
League papers over cracks. Wow.
Well, big up David. Still, he's not winning
Academic.
nothing.
This
Okay,
academic
you're right.
discussion.
We're arguing over nothing because
David is loving life right now, by the way.
Let's go to James on this one. Same question to you, James. Do you think we will win the Premier League or Champions League? And if we wasn't to win it, where would you be in terms of would that be the biggest bottle of all time?
First question about Europe. We've got like just said and positive Dan. We've got a magnificent record in Europe this year. We haven't been beaten. We won all 8 games, and then initially we finished top. That's why we've earned the right to play. We're playing the home tie after, what have you. This applies to both the cups. The way that the sideways negative football was paramount, and then suddenly I saw a slight improvement. The defence improved, and it's a tiny bit more fluid in the midweek European game against Sporting Lisbon at the Emirates. But then against City, I think everyone was shocked. It was really good football. It was like 2 top dogs going for it, and I think the only thing I disagreed with, even prior to the game, is Madueke, because he didn't do anything to surprise me. Do you play Dalman in that role? I would play 16-year-old. I go with the cliche: if you're good enough, you're old enough. Wayne Rooney, Michael Owen, Norman Whiteside, Yamal, endless list. Fabregas, 16. Wiltshire, 16. Right? Theo Walcott, 16. Right? So I would play them. I would have played him. And we didn't take those chances. 2 to 3 clear-cut chances in the first half. And then that final one with Havertz. Inches. Okay. Didn't do it. So, it's like Jess said, it's not the referee. It's not those decisions. We didn't put our chances away. And we had very good chances. So regarding the Premier League, because of the reasons I've just illustrated, we're still in the fight. Now, form-wise, City have been winning constantly, but they are always prone to slip up. No one thought they would slip up against West Ham, draw. No one thought they would slip up with Forest, draw at the Run Ground, right? Now, forward fixtures, the way Positive Dan went into detail with some excellent analysis about the shape of those teams. Brentford will be a difficult game for them. Bournemouth away will be a difficult game for them. Everton will be a difficult game for them. They've got the FA Cup on Saturday. That might they might get injuries, what have you. Now going on to Europe, as Brandon said earlier, as Jez has said, and quite a few people, and we've all played football. If like a knockout fight, who's that guy that beat Tyson? Was it Bone Smith? What was that guy that beat him? The shock one. Bone Crusher Smith.
Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas.
Buster Douglas. Yeah, that shocked the world, right? Yeah. Frank Bruno, when he put one on him and decked him. Henry Cooper, when he decked Muhammad Ali, right? but then okay, they got mashed up afterwards, right? But what I'm saying is, it's possible. So against Atletico Madrid, where we were improving, hopefully the players will get some more players back, Simba, what have you, and
James, can we answer the question now? Because we're going to Anton
I can
next.
see it's doing it for
Will we
Atletico
win the
Madrid.
Premier League?
And then when it comes to the final, it's, as Positive Dan said, and Brandon, it's a one-on-one. I think we're in the fight to win the Premier League. It's 50-50. And I think with the Champions League, that's 50-50 as well.
And did you answer the question? If we didn't win either, would that be one of the biggest bottles in history?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer it, James. I know it's hard for you to go down that road. It's fine.
50-50. No, wait.
It's a yes or no
50-50,
question, James.
and the
James,
reason why
it's a yes or no
50-50
question.
is because
Would
everyone-
that be a biggest bottle in history if we won nothing? Yes or no?
I've got the biggest bottle up, Dan. Have a look at the table there, mate.
Oh, for
Sir
God's
Alex
sake.
Ferguson,
the cheating
Sir Alex
scumbags, Man
Ferguson, Wayne
City.
Rooney, and all of them.
Well, what happened with them, Dan?
Oh no, it's shared,
Yeah,
I shared it on the
Man City
screen. mate.
scumbags,
I'm
they
saying just-
cheated.
They won the
Have a
title
look.
next season. Man United won it convincingly with Robin van Persie next season.
Yeah,
They
the
addressed
season
it.
after, but this
They addressed
season,
it. We don't address
this
anything.
season, yeah,
We
they
don't
addressed
address
it.
anything.
This season, we're talking about this season. What, the 32 games? They were 8 points clear.
Yeah, I know. I remember that season.
No
Arteta
games in
scored
hand.
against Arteta scored against Manchester City, and he helped Manchester United. They still bottled it. Joey Barton, QPR, Aguero, we know. But the next season, they signed a striker, Robin van Persie. They knew Rooney was getting past it, and they done
Yeah.
what they had to do. We don't address problems.
Nope.
Yeah, well, that would be talking about us next season, though, isn't it? So we're talking about this.
Oh,
being,
bro, we've
this-
seen it.
We'll buy
22,
Nicholas Jackson. We're gonna get Nicholas
Hey,
Jackson.
Dan, get this crap off the screen, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You asked the question, bro. What's happened to everyone?
Where's everyone, bro?
Flipping hell. What's happened? What have you done, Dan? Putting that nonsense on the screen, bro. I'll sort it out.
Love the
Where's
background.
everyone
Yeah.
gone?
Dan, you can't be justifying all
Oh.
this. Oh, he's even gone. Oh wow! But you can't be Dan cannot be
Houdini.
justifying this with that one. We can't.
So
Man
your
United
answer,
didn't win
your
the
answer to that
trophy.
question, if we was to bottle it, this wouldn't be the biggest bottle of all time.
No,
Is that
that
what you're saying?
is not because
100%.
technically we're only ever 6 points clear, and right now United they were
All
8
right,
points.
Dan. All right,
said
Dan.
we
Should I
were gonna
shut
win
you
it
down?
as
Should I
a
shut
champion
Dan? Should I
player.
shut you
You
down?
said we were
Should I
gonna
shut
win
you? No, let me shut him down, Ryan. That Man United team that you just alluded to, were they in the final of a Carabao Cup?
I don't know. They
Oh,
maybe.
you don't know, do you?
I
Were they
don't know,
knocked out in the
Cuba.
quarterfinal of the FA Cup?
I don't know when they got knocked
Were
out. I
they
don't know
were
when
in
they
the
won that
were
year.
they in the semis of a Champions League the Champions League?
Possibly.
Were they fans
Possibly.
saying quadruple?
Come on,
Was
Dan.
it fans
I
saying
don't know.
quadruple?
Come
Well,
on,
hold
Dan.
on. You can't say you're bottling a quadruple.
All right. Wait.
Because every
I'll give you
team,
another
every
example.
team starts
Yeah,
off
wait,
in
Daniel.
3 or 4 competitions.
I'm not saying that we're bottling
Yeah.
a quadruple.
Daniel,
What I'm saying is
wait,
if
no,
you pull up with
Daniel,
no
what are you doing
trophy,
here?
James, 1 second, my brother. If you pull up at the end of the season with no trophies, being that you was in a final of one, quarter final of another, semi final of another, and you was 9 points clear, or whatever.
So what about Chelsea
Surely
then? Now, what about Chelsea?
we're
Because
talking
Chelsea was in
about
the title
Arsenal.
race. Chelsea was in the title race at one point. Remember when they won 1-1 with us, right? Yeah. They were in the Champions League. They got knocked out by PSG, and they were in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Are they still in it? They're still in it, right? And they got Leeds next, which I think they'll probably go out to Leeds. So,
So
are
you
they
think
bottled
Chelsea's a
quadruple
bigger
too?
bottle of this season, is what you're saying, than Arsenal?
Well, no, Chelsea weren't clear in the Premier League, so but they were in all 4 competitions and they're not going to win any.
You have to ask Anton the question. Has Anton answered the question?
No, we're going to go to Anton now. Yeah. Do you believe that we'll still win the Premier League? I think I know the answer to that. And the Champions League, do you think we can win the Champions League? And if we
Look-
wasn't to win it, would this be the biggest capitulation collapse bottle by any manager, Mikel Arteta, in history?
Look, I think you're gonna like my answer. At least the Dan that I know will like this answer. Look, the other day I came out with fighting words, and I was being a bit emotional, just because when things are going in that way, I'm always a fighter, and I will always fight and believe into the end because I never quit or never throw in the towel. But I will say, I need to kind of see how this team responds, how the performance looks against Newcastle because I think that's really key. If we keep playing the way we're playing right now, I agree with some of you guys. We're not going to win anything, right? This current form cannot continue. This current form can't win anything. That's where I disagree with Arteta. Oh, well, we're still top. We're still on the thing, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, you're holding on to it every single week, and it looks more and more lame every single week as we go along, and we still haven't won a game. You know what I mean? So, but it's all there for us to win. If we can turn the form around, I know this team is capable of winning both. I've seen it this season. I've seen a consistency this season. Only problem is it's gone, and somehow we have to kind of pull that out from the dark, from thin air. So, yes, I think we can win the Premier League. Yes, I think we can win the Champions League. But the performances have to turn around and right away.
Fire.
So, the fire, right? It needs to turn around.
James,
we can't
don't
keep
laugh
limping
with him,
across.
James. Why are you
We can't
entertaining that,
limp.
James?
We can't limp through the next 8 games and expect to win anything,
I
because
will fire.
that's not how you. When you win stuff, the key word there is win. You have to actually go ahead and earn that stuff. It's not just given to you. It doesn't. You can't just be like Dan was saying. Hey, we can draw all 3 games in the Champions League. Well, if we draw 3 games in the Champions League, I don't think we're deserving winners.
Question, man.
I answered the question.
He did.
Yeah, but why not? Why would we not be deserving?
Do that fire thing again. Do that. That was
Fire.
funny.
Fire. I am on fire.
The question is, do I think we? The question was, do I think we? Was it? Will we, or do I think we can? Dan.
No, you said you answered the question, Anton. So if we was not to win anything, would this be the biggest bottle in history?
Yeah. Because I'm going to look silly because I called this over after the Everton game. I even mocked the Premier League because I'm like, hey, you're advertising the run-in now when the leader is 9 points ahead.
Let's be real, because Man United and Liverpool have squandered bigger leads, so have Newcastle. So it wouldn't be in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question then before I go? Right.
Go on.
If Arteta wins nothing this year, should he be sacked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jez, I've got a question for you,
Time
if
to
that's
move on.
right. Can I ask Jez a question? And this is for the panel as well. Would you rather go out in the semi-final of a Champions League or in the final? For me, I'll take this. No, I don't want to go out in the final. Hurts too much.
Making a Champions League final is a big thing.
Gotta get there, man. I don't want to.
Final hurts too much, bro.
It doesn't matter though. You want to. That's progression. And next
I don't.
year
You know what?
win it.
I don't care about the pain. I think at the same time, one thing that separates, I'm going to brag a little bit, me from a lot of people. I'm not throwing in the towel right now. I'm not going to say, oh, we're not winning nothing. Arteta out, blah, blah, blah. Not right now. We're still in this fight. And I'm going to fight until the fucking end.
Let's wrap up on this question.
And that's the same thing. I'd rather be in a final than not be in a final. If you're saying, oh, I'd rather not be in a final because I think it might hurt more, then, well, what's the point of watching sports?
I would love to obviously, listen, if you're in the final, you got a chance. I'm saying you're going to lose, yeah? So would you prefer to lose in the final or would you prefer to lose?
See, that's why I disagree with you. I don't think we're going to lose. If we're saying we're going to lose, then we've lost it before it's even begun.
Well, you know what it is? I've seen 19 from the halfway line. I've seen Haji score for Galatasaray against us in the final. I've seen, what else have I seen? I've seen the Barcelona game, bro. Bro, these things have traumatized. Like,
I get you, bro. I get you, bro.
Especially
but you can't rule it out.
Make sure you're smashing them likes. We're going to go to the We're going to go to this last question for everyone. There's 2 names that are banned, Cesc Fabregas and Luis Enrique. I'll start with Ryan. If Arteta, unfortunately, pulls up fruitless at the end of the season, the main question that Top Gooners ask is, then who? That's their question that they ask. So can you give me 3 names that you would possibly replace Arteta with?
It's a weird one. I wouldn't. Do you know what? I can't give you 3 names. But I don't want Cesc Fabregas though.
He's banned. Cesc Fabregas and Enrique are banned from the competition.
Fabregas is there, bro.
Yeah, the thing is, it's very. Do you know what? One thing I'll give people. I want this manager gone regardless. One thing I'll give people, obviously, because I've said Luis Enrique and I'm not allowed to say it now, but we just need general change here. But I want to make sure we come in with a manager that has experience, that will know how to act in the transfer market with Berta, and that will know how to coach this squad of players and not have an arrogance about him. Now, Pep is allowed arrogance, We're not going to get Pep as well, even though he's leaving. But
Klopp
won't come. Klopp won't come.
No.
I would take him, but he
What,
wouldn't
20
come.
mil? He won't come.
Well,
I don't think he's going to manage anybody but Liverpool in the Premier
I
League.
think he's actually. I think he's done with management. I personally think. I'd take him. I just think he's done with management. Hansi Flick, the guy Igal said is not better than Arteta, and Igal blocked me, by the way, for calling him out. But
I mean, look, Flick isn't in the Champions League anymore.
Is that the same Hansi Flick that's just been knocked out of the Champions League?
Yeah.
No matter, bro.
He's a ridiculous highline.
Is that the same Hansi Flick that's top of the La Liga and that's won multiple trophies? Is that what you're talking about, Dan?
Oh, bro, people that get knocked out of competitions. Pep has got knocked out of the Champions League, bro. It doesn't make him a bad manager.
Exactly.
But no one is saying
Mikel
that. But
Arteta's
look at
still
the
there.
context of it. This manager has cost us single-handedly with his decisions. Declan Rice at West Ham, confident going forward. Why is he pointing backwards at Sporting Lisbon? The manager is coaching him to do this. I'm sorry, the whole team are doing
become a better player under Mikel Arteta.
Oh, Lord God almighty.
What do you mean, oh, Lord? You're
Maybe
telling me that Declan Rice of Arsenal is not better than Declan Rice of West Ham? Give your head a wobble, Ryan,
I'm
mate.
not saying that. 23, 24.
Declan Rice of West Ham has won a trophy, mate.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, Lord. He captained that side to the trophy as well.
Let's go to Dan. Let's go to Dan, Arteta's lawyer. I know this one's hard for you, Dan, but give me 3 names if Arteta was to get sacked. Who would you be looking at?
My dead body.
All right, let's move on from that guy. Who is that guy there? What's his name?
Why are you so protective of Arteta? I want to know.
There we go.
Dan, why are you so protective of Arteta?
Yeah, come on. Did you bring your breakfast, bring your lunch, bring your dinner? Did you do that, bro? Is that what it is? You love him?
What is it about Arteta?
No, listen. I just think right now, Jez, it's disrespectful because I think right now I don't think any other.
You know, Dan.
The way he turned up to that Carabao Cup final, that was disrespectful.
I don't think any other fan base in the world would be sitting here talking about a manager being sacked. Now, listen, it's a different story, like you said.
No, you're not answering the question. You're deflecting. What is it about?
No. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. Because I believe that we're in the last 4 of the Champions League. So we've got a 25% chance to win it. We've got a huge chance to win that. I've never seen my club go make back-to-back Champions League semi-finals. Never. You know, you haven't seen it either, and you've been supporting Arsenal.
No.
You know, so exactly. And right now we're still top of the Premier League. And even if City do go and win on Wednesday, if we continue to win, we've still got a chance of winning that Premier League. So the answer to your question is because of the situation we are in right now. That's why.
But I'm just talking. I'm just asking you hypothetically, Dan. Hypothetically.
Yeah, I know. Listen. Hypothetically, if he doesn't win anything, if we could go and get a manager, even last year I said this. If Enrique become available, I wouldn't be able to say no.
Yeah, he's banned though. Can you give me 3 other names?
Why is he banned?
Respect.
I'm just saying because that's just an obvious one everyone says, isn't it?
Semi-finals is not. It's not worth anything, is it? Not worth it.
No, but it's got us into a good position. So if another manager does take over, the club's in good stead. But in answer to your question, who would I go with? I think it's disrespectful, so I'm not going to answer it. Wait, I want to share something quickly on the screen.
Answer that one. What is the good position it gets you to by going to 2 semi-finals?
Well, it gives us a chance to win the Champions League.
No, what you said was getting to 2 semi-finals.
Which we're in right now, so it's not over yet. You know, we could make a final, we could win it.
2 semi-finals and not a winning. What's that get you? Nothing.
No, it doesn't get you anything. It doesn't get you any trophies, but it's progress for the club.
I'm still waiting to see this this trophy where we've come second in the Premier League for the last.
Yeah, but if we win a Champions League, Jez, then you know I think you'll always have a soft spot for Arteta.
Yeah, but that's our quadruple. That's our quadruple. We're about to finish 4th time and second. That's our quadruple done, bro.
I do not accept failure. Right, I accept winners. Right.
Right. Let's play this quickly.
Go on then.
Can you hear it?
These fixtures a little bit more difficult, and I think Everton might take a couple of points off them. I think that the fans have got a big role to play. I said this last season against Real Madrid, they were excellent, and against PSG, they were very poor. And in the last game against Bournemouth, they're booing the players off the pitch, and they've been top of the league all season. And so the Arsenal fans, I want Arsenal to win the league. I don't want Man City to win the league. The Arsenal fans need to get behind the team and
Can you understand that they're
massive.
nervous though, right? Can you understand that after 20 odd years without a title, they are nervous?
Yeah, but they've got to show the players. The players will be nervous as well. They've got to show the players that they're with them, that they're giving them the full support. I know they do, but when they're booing them after, in the semi-finals of the Champions League and top the league.
So they were Wayne's. Then we asked Danny to do the same. He just basically went win. Did you spend any time thinking about this, or did you just go win?
I just think they're going to be so focused now, both of them. They're two powerful teams. They've got such an array of talent. They're not reliant on 11. I think they'll win all the games. I think it'll go to goal difference.
I think it'll be tight. I think Arsenal, they're good fixtures for Arsenal. I think they will win all them games. And I think City...
Handpicked clip.
Yeah.
So his message. So Dan's for context. Dan's messaged me earlier on with this message. Have you seen what Rooney's saying? Rooney's saying that he thinks we're going to win it.
He's had one too many hamburgers.
Rooney's got us winning it, obviously, by 2 points. Yeah. Danny Murphy, two great pundits, former footballers. They know a lot more than...
And he's also said that he wants Arsenal to win it over Man City, Dan. Do you think that's had any bearing on his prediction?
Listen, at the end of the day, what did he say about the fans, though? I agree with him on that.
What did he say about
100%. The fans need to get behind the bloody club at this crucial time.
Why does everyone say that? Why does everyone say that?
Dan, I was at the game because why do you think he's saying it? He's a player. He knows how it feels.
He was at the game, and the fans weren't behind the team.
It's not that there's we're putting in a nervousness into our own bloody players. We're talking about Arteta setting up negative. Fans are going there negatively.
So let me ask you this: when Man City won their first title, do you think the Man City fans were nervous, giving them nervous vibes? When Liverpool won it last season, do you think their fans were giving them nervous vibes?
Fans were supporting their team to the last.
I think Liverpool fans were.
Let me tell you this now, Dan. That's a bad example, right? Because Man City were very nervous, the players, and they played against QPR team, a team that were fighting relegation, right?
2-0 down,
and they were 2-0 down. None of their fans left. If that was the Emirates, the last day of the season, I can guarantee
we could win the league. We were on the verge of winning the league. They would leave.
I've seen people leaving. I've seen people leaving when we were 2-1 down to Bournemouth, and people were leaving.
Yeah, well, they did leave, but that's because it's the 6th year. Dan, it's because it's the 6th year. It's not the first year.
It's not the 6th year though. Man City had never won they didn't won a league title in 40 years
I'm
or whatever
saying,
it was.
when Man City were competing and they had a chance, it was their first proper title challenge.
It wasn't their first proper title challenge. It wasn't.
It was not.
It was not.
So
it took them a few years. They had Mark Hughes. Then they had Mancini. They went close. They were getting top four.
They weren't as close as we are. They weren't in positions that we've been in the last 3 years. Is what I'm saying.
The fact is, they were 2-0 down to QPR, crumbling, right?
But
shaky.
You can't compare it.
So you're blaming. So basically, you're saying the fans have got something to do with making the term players nervous.
I agree with what Raymond's saying. The fans, if there's any time to get behind your team, it's now.
That's been a good comment. Dan, positive Dan has made
it. It's getting behind your team.
Hold on, let Jez finish there. Go on, mate. Thank you.
That's a good comment. But the thing is, Dan, Arsenal fans have been doing that for 20 fucking years, right? When I gave up my season ticket, right, fans were fighting amongst each other. And people walking out 10 minutes before the end, this, that, and that, right? The thing is now, Dan, we're a tourist club.
Yeah.
That's what we are now. We're a tourist club. You know
that's why the away games are so good. I agree.
Sorry?
The away games are better, aren't they?
Of course they are.
That's every club. That's every club.
I said that 20 years ago. I used to prefer, when we moved to the Emirates, right, from Highbury, I used to prefer going to the away games than actual home games. Right? There was no atmosphere. They was full of fucking tourists who don't give a shit about the club. And this is where we are right now.
He's right.
That has been the demise of Arsenal Football Club. And people don't give a shit because at the end of the day, you watch it, you're there, you go, right? I don't go anymore to the Emirates, right? And at the end of the day, you see people get up at half time, going out, go to the loo, whatever. And some of them take 15 minutes to come back to their fucking seat.
Yeah, he's right.
And I'm thinking, doing it? What are you doing? Are you a diehard?
Tea and biscuits. Tea and biscuits.
15. I see people in the bloody North Bank, right?
Isn't it? I know.
And they're Like seats are empty 15 minutes into the second half.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Eating a pizza.
What is
What
going
have I
on
done?
here?
What have I done?
If you do that,
What are you doing, Daniel?
What
Dan, sort it out.
what Rooney is saying there is complete and utter bollocks. Because there's the diehards that go home and away, right? Spend shed loads of money, tens of thousands of pounds a year to support their club, right? And yet at the Emirates, you've got the tourists, which is what the Cronkies want. They're the cash cow, right? And that is the demise of Arsenal Football Club. And all the time that's happening, man. I swear down. When they do that extension on the ground, right? Yeah, all them extra seats. Yeah, that ain't for Arsenal from Highbury. That's for tourists. That's what they want.
That's right. It's not just Arsenal. This is all the way the whole of the football has changed in every country. Roy Keane called this out 20 years ago when Roy Keane said it's full of executive boxes for prawn sandwich eaters, and the working class man and woman can't afford to go. And you've got this abhorrent situation where you've got executive boxes, which is even worse than what Jez has positive Dan is saying. You've got executive boxes, corporate boxes, where they're empty every game. No one turns up. And you've got all these kids down Holloway Road who can't afford to go.
Lads, I'm going to share another one.
oh bloody hell, Dan.
Can you see it?
Hugo, have you got any? Whilst he's getting that up, have you got any thoughts on the new manager?
For me, I'd my lad Fabregas.
With 3 points. Arsenal are winning it by 2 points. Let's move on.
Arsenal winning it by 2 points.
Yes.
I've given Arsenal 13 points, but I've given City 16 points.
Oh, it's got to go to goal difference then.
Yeah, it might well go down to goal difference.
Do you know something it could, Jeff? I definitely accept that the momentum has swung with City. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Yesterday confirmed it. I'd done that before yesterday, but yesterday just amplified it. So the momentum is definitely with City. The one thing for sure, Jeff, it's going to go all the way.
No,
Burnley 3 points, Everton away a point, Brentford home 3 points, Bournemouth away 1 point, Palace at home 3 points, Hull 3 points. That means they're going to get 14 points. Arsenal, Newcastle at home 3 points, Fulham at home 3 points, West Ham.
Get that off, man.
Okay, we got it.
Is that satisfying your brain cells when you put that sort of stuff and keep sending it to me as well, Dan?
He's sending himself, making himself feel better.
So what do we think about that, lads?
It's not going to happen, bro.
What I think about that is that Arsenal's performances need to start picking up to prove that we're capable of picking up 3 points in every single one of those games. If we come out against Newcastle and we have a response and we look better attacking, then I will agree with a lot what this guy has had to say. Otherwise, we'll have to just kind of wait and see.
You know what I was saying before about getting to the final, losing in the semi-final. If we know we're going to lose, yeah, Ryan, Dan, this is the problem. If we get to the final and we lose, you know what the PR is going to be? Arteta got us only to our second ever final. We got.
Listen.
You actually know that's not what the PR is going to be.
No, it is.
You know that's
what
positive. You know, even if we win the Premier League and we lose the Champions League, you know what the PR is going to be then.
Listen. This is Dan's exact words at the start of the season. If Arsenal was to lose the league by 1 point and get to a Champions League final and then lose on penalties, then Arteta's got to stay.
Oh, he's quoting you.
Of course.
That's what he said.
No.
Of course.
His words.
Another wasted year of our lives, guys. Another wasted life.
Each podcast is like a trial of the divorce proceedings between the marriage of positive Dan and negative Dan.
I don't believe that. Look, one thing I know about these two is that they have a massive respect for each other. We can disagree on football, but I don't think there's a divorce going on.
Anton, you're the sidekick. Stop getting upset.
See, on this channel, obviously, on a personal level, everyone's respectful. Everyone likes each other. There's never no disrespect. But yeah, when it comes to football views, Anton, Dan. That's it. Well, I don't know what the word to use for you guys, but it's not a nice word, bro. I'll be honest. It's not a nice word.
Delusion, man. Just say as it is, man.
I'm just going to
What
say
have I said today
deluded.
that's
I'm going to say
delusional, though?
deluded. That's what I'm going to say deluded.
Wait, Dan. What have I said today on this show
Not
that's
today,
delusional?
Anton, but I've been on streams where you're telling me that we're Man City are giving a guard of honor in that game that we just lost in. That was the guard of honor game.
That's a prediction. That was like in October.
But come on, and I said to you then, I said, come on, whoa, calm down. I said it. Just relax.
You did, but I'm also saying to you now, whoa, calm down. On the reversed way.
Yeah. Listen, let me defend them, right? Jez made a very important comment 2.5 hours ago, which was this, when he defended Positive Dan. Dan is a young man who loves his team. We all love our team. We all want them to win. We've all got different views. Yeah? If someone disagrees with you, it don't mean they're deluded. It just means they've got a different point of view. Yeah,
no, come on, man. Allow that political
The
rubbish.
Greek god has spoken. That makes a lot of sense.
I don't know what's happened to you,
where you're becoming an enabler. You're enabling the failure of
this club. Respect and honour.
Anyway, guys,
that's another word for them. Enablers.
Enablers.
You know what?
He's wasting my life.
Jez is here even when we win, right? He's here.
I've actually done some research on your question, though, Dan, on the next manager.
Ryan, when Arsenal beat Newcastle,
you want to answer that, Anton? Yeah?
I will. I actually did. I've been doing research on the side here.
And we beat Fulham. You guys gonna be here, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
You got to invite me
for the rest of the season, bro. God willing.
If you invite me, and I'm
invited for the rest of the season, mate.
Bro, you're invited for the rest of the Mondays, bro.
Bro, there's been times you haven't told me to come on. Maybe because we've won or something. I don't know. It's not me.
No, there's been a couple of times I've asked you and you ain't turned up when we've won.
Oh, I've got. Can you not see I'm doing this stream from my car? I've got a very busy life, you know.
I saw the London bus go behind you when you were like.
That's what I'm trying to say.
His face is probably on the bus.
Yeah,
Well,
Ryan.
you can see the reflection of the screen. Look.
Ryan. The only
Anton, I want to
got...
go to Anton. I want to go to Anton, right?
Wait, Daniel. The only reason you've got a dark background, right, Brian, is because you are the Darth Vader of Arsenal Football Club every week, right? And young Positive Daniel's a Luke Skywalker, good against evil.
Tumbleweed, James. That was tumbleweed again.
I'll get lost, you.
Really stand. One thing, yeah. You know we can't play that video, but I'm gonna quickly play it from my screen. Dan, Positive Dan, you gotta hear this, man. This is you, man.
Mikel Arteta, I agree. I think we need to just enjoy this ride. Because Mikel Arteta, I agree. I don't see a better manager than Mikel Arteta. Tactically, I think he's phenomenal. He's finding other ways to win. He can play in a variety of different ways. I think we are witnessing greatness. And Arsene Wenger never won a back-to-back title. George Graham never won a back-to-back title. He only earned in the 1930s. And I know, look, we've got to get the first one over the line. But if we do win this Premier League, when we do, I think we'll be heavy favourites for the next season as well. And if he can go win
crazy
back-to-back Premier League titles and a Champions League, let's say in the next 3 or 4 years, does he go down as the greatest manager in Arsenal's history? Does he? Because as great as Arsene Wenger was, I was his biggest fan. Arsenal 2020.
Oh, God.
I think
all facts.
Well, actually, I don't disagree with anything Dan said. I would wait to play that until after the season if it doesn't go to the line. Now it's still all in play.
They posted that on Twitter from. That's not me. I found that on Twitter today, Dan. You're getting popular for the wrong reason.
Honest with you, I hope it comes true, Dan. I'll be honest with you, because somewhere inside me, I've still got some sort of hope. As much as I don't believe,
it's because we
there's
love
a hope
Arsenal,
there, man. And I hope that Anton and Dan are vindicated. Yeah, and we're back on this stream,
100%.
and you'll come with big chest.
Yeah.
I really hope it happens, bro.
Yeah, well
I pray that it happens, but
guys, I've got these waiting in the case. They've been sitting in my case for a long time.
You see what it is. There's no mask with me, bro. I've got no agenda. I just want Arsenal to win, bro. Do you understand? So I'm hoping that you're right come the end of the season, but I don't believe it's happening. That's just me. I'm at 15%. That's where I'm at. It's not over, guys. It's not over, guys. It's not.
Of course it ain't over. We're fucking top of the league.
All right.
Of course it ain't over.
Dan, can I share the screen for a second?
We're not top of the league, Dan. It's fake. It's fake, Dan.
Can I share a screen for a second?
Yeah, of course you can, Anton. Anton,
All right, cool.
Dan, another thing you said is that we will remain top of the league for the whole season. We will not fall off the top of the league. Wednesday night, my friend. Let's see what happens
Saturday
then.
will be top.
All right.
That top Saturday.
What's
So
this?
on your question, right? I've been doing some research here quickly on Google. I looked up what managers are out of contract in 2026. And I think this is an exercise that we can all take part in because we have to look at what realistically would be out there if we would decide to get rid of Arteta. So as you can see on this list, these are managers that are available after the World Cup. You
I think Tuchel signed a new deal, though. You know, that's what the talk was. But that I might be wrong. But I feel I heard it somewhere.
All right, well, okay.
Ancelotti's, Ancelotti's on there.
No, he's
Ancelotti's not on there. So you got Pochettino, Didier Deschamps, Nagelsmann. You got Areola, who's now announced he's leaving Bournemouth. Roberto Martinez. In terms of managers that were sacked and are available, you got Xabi Alonso, Ruben Amorim, Enzo Maresca, Thomas Frank, Sean Dyche, and Igor Tudor. So the question for me is that people who are on this list, I want to actually throw this out to the panel, who on this list do you think would be an upgrade right now on Arteta?
Thomas Tuchel's an upgrade. Didier Deschamps is an upgrade. Maybe not in club football though. So I wouldn't. No, I'm just saying. I still think he's an upgrade. I don't want him, but I still think he's an upgrade. Nagelsmann's an upgrade.
No way. Why is Nagelsmann? What's he done?
No, I don't think
he's won major trophies. Nagelsmann, ain't he?
He won Bundesliga with Bayern.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can I have one that we've missed out? Do you know that
I don't think he did.
No, Daniel, where Berta was at
Atletico
Madrid,
he got sacked.
Right, listen, is this possible? Where Berta was at Atletico Madrid, and he might be the executioner. That's why he's been brought in by the Cronkies, like Jez said in several podcasts. Right, if he decides to get rid of Arteta, right, with his connections with Atletico Madrid, he might get Simeone in. What do you think about that?
You got it spot on, and that's the only. Listen, if it's not Enrique or Simeone, they're the only two.
Oh, so you want Enrique or Simeone, Dan? Is that what you're saying? That's a bit disrespectful at this stage of the season.
Keep pushing it.
Got it out of you in the end, Dan. So you want Simeone. We got there in the end, Dan.
No, wait. I'm going to defend Positive Dan. And he said this. You can go and check the video evidence.
You don't need defending, James.
No, I'm going to lay the facts. I'm going to lay the facts, son. Listen, right? Right? Daniel has said consistently he supports his manager whilst we're still in the fight. And if he ever goes, he would only change to upgrade. And he mentioned those two managers. Facts.
So that was your big defense, James. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
My brother.
Because look, at the end of the day, though, the truth is, and Terry was saying this the other day, if we're going to sack the manager, Arteta, we need to understand there are two different realities. Yes, there's reality that we can find another manager that get us over the line, right? There's that reality that everyone hopes would be the reality. But there's also the reality that we could bring somebody else in and they could bring us backwards. Look at Chelsea, for example. Do we want to have a manager of the likes of Liam Rosenior, or do you want to see what Tottenham did? Like Tottenham got rid of Poch, right? Yeah. And since then,
would you like to continue sitting here being an early man, the bridesmaid always?
I'd rather be the bridesmaid than be in the relegation zone or be an eighth or be in.
Bridesmaid. That's what you want to just keep being the bridesmaid.
But at least if you're in that position. Every single year, you can say, I'm in with a chance of winning something. I'd rather that than not be having a chance at all.
So, Dan, would you take like a Glasner or Areola, someone of that ilk then, instead of Arteta, yeah?
Listen, the only manager that I want coming into this football club, if Arteta gets sacked, is someone who's proven of winning major trophies. That's something Arsenal have never done in my time. Arsene Wenger, he wasn't approving of winning major trophies. He won something with Monaco, cool, we can say that, but he wasn't a big time.
You know, by the way, that Arsenal interviewed Luis Enrique both times that the job came available since Wenger has left. They interviewed him when we hired, what's his name? The Villa manager?
Emery.
And they also interviewed him when we hired Arteta. and they said no to him both times.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah. I just want to say this to defend Anton as well, right?
Oh,
Because he's in the dock as well. You put him in the dock, I'm going to defend them. Let me speak. Right. This thing about getting big names. Spurs and Man United got Mourinho, got Conte. What happened, Daniel?
They won trophies.
What happened,
They won
Daniel?
trophies. They won trophies, James. Yes, they did.
Win trophies.
What did they win?
What did Mourinho win at Man United?
You're just going for Prada.
What,
Instead of the real thing.
What did Mourinho win at Man United?
No. Well, Mourinho
Yes.
and Conte at Spurs and Man United.
Are we talking about dusty Spurs? Are we talking about dusty Spurs? No one's won nothing there except for
doesn't matter. But you're chatting about these big names, and these big name dinosaurs won jack shit, Daniel. Look at the facts.
Listen. Conte that you're dinosaur Conte that you're talking about's won a Premier League, my friend. With Chelsea.
At the end of the day, guys, let's get it right. Yeah, in elite sport, you take risks, and in any sport, right? Football, rugby, Formula One, whatever sport you might love, you take risks, yeah, to be the best, yeah, and that is what elite football teams should be doing, right? Not accepting failure year in, year out, spending shed loads of money on shit players, which tonight I asked how many is a world class? None of them. None of them are world class. When you look back and look at the world class players we once had, right? Yeah, it's bullshit. You're talking crap. Because when we had
But I think it depends on what you define as world class. Jez, can I hear what your definition of world class is? Just out of curiosity.
I ain't finished yet. Right? You've had your say. It's my turn.
That's why I was asking you a question, though. Like, what's your definition of world class? Because I think I'm very interested to hear that.
Being elite. They're not elite. You telling me that Raya is an elite goalkeeper? Get out.
No, he's got errors in his locker, man. He's got errors in his locker. He's very good.
All day.
But what goalkeeper doesn't? Even Courtois got errors in his locker. Donnarumma had an error in our game itself. Like, that's part of the job of being a keeper. It's not all. You're not going to keep a clean sheet in every game and save every single shot.
How many games has Raya played as number one for his country?
I think that's got to down to De La Fuente.
Don't say that. Just don't do that when that question comes up.
That's world class.
He got taken off in the last game after 20 minutes because he was passing funny, and that was for Spain. They took him off in 22 minutes.
I think he's the best goalkeeper in the Premier League
because he was passing funny. Raya panics. You know when the pressure comes on, those dodgy sideways passes into the thing, it happens. Unfortunately,
that's not world class, man. That's not world class.
Not world class. You can't be world class.
Who's the best world class goalkeeper in the Premier League?
Raya.
No,
Martinelli won a World fucking Cup.
Martinelli.
You're right.
Martinelli, beg your pardon. Won a World Cup. He's the best.
I could point out when times that he's looked shaky this season. They're way more than Raya.
I mean, it's bullshit to say that Arsenal have got all these world-class players. We did have once. We did have.
Get that off, Dan. What are you doing?
Dan. Don't want to see that beautiful.
We've seen this already. We played this at the start, Dan. We had a whole monologue on him.
Them every day, and I know the level that we have.
Jez
but
was
today,
there
if
talking
they need
facts
to be
and
more
you put
convinced,
this
I think
flipping
they are
Lego
now
head
more
on.
convinced. They were talking about it in the dressing room.
It's not official.
It's a new league now. They were a game in hand. We have 3 points of advantage and 5 games to play. So everything is still to play for. So we know how much we want it, and we're not going to stop, and we're going to go again. That's for sure.
Well, allow him, bro. I need to go to sleep in a bit, bro. I don't want to have nightmares.
Get that off, Dan. Can I ask you a question, Dan, about Arteta as well?
A lovely.
You was arguing with someone saying that Arteta is not arrogant. Do you think Arteta is arrogant?
No, I don't think he's arrogant. I think no.
All winners are. Daniel, I'll answer for you. All winners are.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of arrogance. It depends. I'd say it's more. What's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't.
He's
really
an
say
absolute prick as a person. I'm sorry. See that on fire. You see when he said, "I'm on fire," Dan. Did you know that the interviewer hadn't finished answering his question? He was getting into the last bit of his question. He just cut him out. Fire. That's what he done, you know. Nasty piece of work.
Them fucking reporters deserve it, mate. They ask stupid questions.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
You've got to do 50 interviews a day, mate. You might get pissed off as well.
He handpicks the reporters. It's a fucking dictatorship if you out there. He gets people. It's all sound bites, bro. He never gets proper questions. He never get.
All right, let me ask you a question. Jurgen Klopp used to have a fight with all the refs, linesmen, and press. Would you call him arrogant?
I want him.
Definitely, but he's
No,
a
but
I think to be a manager nowadays, you got to be arrogant. To be honest, that's the difference between people who have elite mentality and people.
There's a difference between arrogant and a prick.
Wait. Okay,
God, say that again, Hugo.
There's a difference between being arrogant and being a prick.
Would you say three of the greatest managers of all time, Alex Ferguson, Mourinho, and Brian Clough, would you say they're arrogant?
Yes.
Mourinho was definitely a prick. I think we can all agree on that.
No, but if you went to Chelsea, he would take a picture with you. He would take a picture. Arteta wouldn't.
Look, I'm sorry. I sat there when Arsene Wenger was manager and I said, I want to have a prick. I was sick and tired of watching that guy sit back like this. We were like getting battered 5-0 at Chelsea and he's all, it's all cool.
Jez is just shaking his head. He's had enough.
And everybody said when Wenger got sacked, I want some passion. Everyone was asking for a guy like Arteta who would be pragmatic in games and not have a setup to lose every single week. That's the thing that we're forgetting. It's all recency bias. I'm saying Arteta should go if he doesn't win anything.
Bias, but he's not set us up to lose. But in the last 6 games, we've lost 4. The big statements that you
set us up to lose and actually losing are different things.
Let me land, because you know what the narrative was before. Shall I tell you what it was? Oh, we've only lost 3 games all seasons. We've scored the most goals in the Premier League. Do you understand?
Still scored the most goals.
It wasn't a narrative. That was a fact.
With that narrative now?
No, I told you that early. I said, now it's 7. Now we've lost 4 out of 6. It's a different reality. I mean, you can't hold me to account for things I said when we did have 3 losses. Wait until I say when you have 7.
Yeah.
But the point of the matter when that was going on is that we was trying to say to you, there's been cracks, the football's not sustainable, as Ryan's famous line. When we was talking about set pieces and we've been scraping over the line, no one wanted to hear it. It was just arrogance.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
What's your
shutting us down? What's the problem?
Look, do you know what I also said? And everybody was laughing at me. Was in the international break, we were having this show, and I said, I'm very worried about all the players that are missing international break. Well, everybody's laughing and saying, oh, Arsenal, they're cheating. They're faking these injuries, blah, 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 blah. And I said, I'm genuinely worried right now why all these players are all dropping out of international break. It's not just, Arteta says so everybody pulls them out.
Because Arteta is a terrorist, What Arteta does with his players, England won't do with the players. No. So when they've rocked up to England, they've looked at the players, they've said, wait a minute. What's going on here? Is this how Arteta's been playing you? Yeah? And they sent him home.
Daniel. Right, Daniel.
What do you mean, all right, Daniel?
No,
why are you always trying to defend Arteta? What's happened to you, James?
No, listen, You've
gone down a dark path, bro. You've been hanging around Dan too much. What's happened to you, James?
I'm just giving the show balance. Yeah?
No, you're
I'm
not.
a Greek god. Listen to it. Right, listen.
James. One week you're in, 1 week. Yes, you are.
Listen to the point I'm trying to make. Don't make it personal. Listen. Right. Secondly, is this. What about that season when Jurgen Klopp had all those injuries at Liverpool? Was that his fault?
We know that it was Klopp's fault. He runs his players into the ground. That's one thing everyone complains about Klopp about.
Look, wait. Hey. I agree with Dan on this point. This is why I said at the start of the year, when I started Fire Them Cannons, me and Cal on our very first episode, we laid the groundwork for what our expectations were this season. And it was the day that we signed Eze. And I said, it was even before Nkapie had signed. So we'd signed 7 players at the time. Right now, Arteta has no excuses because we have complained about injuries, but we've had 8 new players. The fact that we have signed 8 new players and we still have problems with injuries does actually point to what Dan is saying, that even then we've mismanaged the team. That would be the reason why I would let him go. I'm still waiting to see how this thing ends before coming to it. Because if we win a Premier League and the Champions League, I'm not going to give a fuck who was available and who wasn't. We still got it done.
Anton, I want you to ask James, because he was there. You know, when I did my fan cam at the start of the season, I think it was after Nottingham Forest. Do you remember I said, it actually says injuries are going to cost us? Because I said this manager, do you remember that?
Yeah.
I said this manager does not know. I go, there's no point. We won 3-0, whatever. Why are you not happy? Why are you being negative? I said, because I can see the injuries are going to pile up. Then at the end of the season, like every season, he's going to use it. He's going to use it as an excuse.
You know what we said? Hugo, you're right. Hugo, you're right. And we said it on one of these podcasts on Guinness Therapy. What we said was, do you remember it was all the forwards got injured, then it was all the defenders, and me and you said it's going to be the midfield next. Remember, Hugo?
Yeah.
I said that too.
So what you're trying to tell me, what I've taken from this is that Mikel Arteta, number one, is not managing the squad correctly, and he's partly to blame for these injuries, reoccurring injuries that we've seen.
It's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than that. Saka, on his peak, is £100 million plus pound player. When he's breaking down constantly, he's losing value. We're losing that.
That was coming on to my next point, Hugo. You hit the nail on the head. Not only is he doing that, is that he's brought in loads of different assets at Arsenal. Imagine you've got a business and you've given this person loads of money to buy all these different houses or whatever it is, assets. And every time he does it, he keeps selling them at a loss. Yeah?
Because he's damaging them.
Not only is he buying the property, he's spending all this money inside the property on wages and this and that. Yeah. And then he's selling it at a loss, letting players go for free. He's a mess.
Who out of this team would we sell on a loss?
Kai Havertz.
Saka from the academy.
Probably older guy.
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's our last biggest sign itself.
Hold on. No, come on.
No, Florian Balogun.
I'm going to carry on. Let me land. Fabio, let me land. Fabio Vieira. Nuno Tavares. There's a long list with this guy. And Dan's running up his man. There's a long list with Mikel Arteta.
10 million for Sterling.
Zinchenko. Let me carry on, Dan. Zinchenko is another one. Gabriel Jesus is another one. Should I keep reeling off the names, Dan? Because there's a lot of flipping names with this guy.
Pablo Mori.
Pablo Mori. There's losses on losses on losses. Losses on losses with this guy.
We can also name the.
Are we selling Madueke a profit? Are we selling Madueke a profit?
How much would you sell Saliba for?
It wasn't his signing, Dan.
Doesn't matter though. How much would you sell him for? Under Arteta, he's gone up to £100 million player.
Listen. I said since he's come in and the players that he's operating at a loss.
Gabriel is his signing.
200 million.
Edu signing. Gabriel. Edu signing.
No, Gabriel was. Oh, so now it's Edu. Oh, wait.
Do the homework.
So when I said Andrea Berta, it's Arteta. But when you,
if you go and do your homework, Anton, because I like you to do it, it's documented that Edu signed Gabriel Magalhaes, Brazilian connection.
Whoever signed him under Arteta, he is now valued at about £80 million.
Okay.
So
he's operating at a loss.
So
operating at a loss.
60 million.
I think David Raya is gone up in valuation. We got him on loan.
30 mil.
Okay, has Martinelli's value gone down? Has Martinelli's gone down?
Timber, 34 million. It's probably worth 70 million now.
With his injury record, Dan, who's going to try and take him for 70 mil right now? Calafiori, all these injury-prone players, Dan. He's operating at a loss. Come on, man.
He's not, bro. He's not.
Oh, Saka, how much do you think Saka's worth now?
The second most valuable squad in the world.
Dan, how much is Saka worth right now?
80 mil.
How much was he worth a couple of seasons ago?
Probably around 90 to 100.
90 maybe.
100 plus, bro. 100 plus.
Maybe,
I don't even know.
That was under Arteta as well.
And not to mention Lacazette, Aubameyang, all these players have left and are lost.
I mean, first of all, I think you can blame them mostly. Like Aubameyang, for instance.
You just said they were old players. He left for free, and then who bought him? Chelsea. Barcelona made money on him.
Yeah.
Like 12 mil.
Yeah, but 12 mil.
It doesn't matter though. He was on 350 grand at Arsenal. It's totally different.
Why are you still defending him, Dan?
Because you're making stupid points.
I haven't made no stupid points. I'm saying
You
he's
have.
operating at loss. He's
You have.
buying
You're
players and
talking
losing
about-
money
you're
on them.
talking about not getting
Nicolas
money for
Pepe.
Lacazette.
Nicolas Pepe. Should I keep going
Nicolas
down?
Pepe was bought by Emery.
You never signed
No,
him.
no. Nicolas Pepe was bought by the club. Emery wanted Zaha, Wilfred Zaha. Let's not do that.
I know. The club got Pepe. It's nothing to do with
The best
Arteta.
out of Pepe.
He flopped.
Pepe was
Anyway,
a
guys,
baller,
we've been here for nearly 3 hours, man. So
Pepe
me and
was
Anton, we've got a
shit.
show in the morning.
To go.
At Lille,
we're
he
gonna-
was good.
We're going to start
He's
wrapping
shit,
up.
man. He's shit.
What are you
Guys,
gonna do? What are you
make
gonna
sure
wrap up
tune
with?
in tomorrow,
Are you wrapping it up with percentages? What are you doing?
10 a.m. UK time. We'll be here. Me and Anton. We've got a show tomorrow. Please
That'll
join
be
us. And listen, guys, I think we're on 19.25 or something like that. So we're very close to the 2,000 mark, which it looks like we're going to do it before the end of the season.
Yeah.
That was me and Dan's target.
Daniel.
At the start of the season, we said we want to get to 2,000 subs, and we're nearly there, guys. So please, if you're watching, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Like it as well, because it helps push it out to wider
Like,
audiences.
and if you're watching right now, you're not subscribed. Please subscribe. We'll much appreciate it, man. Every
Yeah.
Monday we're here. There's
And
gonna
all
be
the banter that we have,
on.
all the banter we have with everyone in the comments, it's all love, it's all respect to everyone. We're all Arsenal fans, we're all football fans. You know,
big
it's
respect
all
to
good.
Jez
cool
as
doing
well
this
for
therapy.
coming on. Jez is Arsenal. Make sure you subscribe to Jez.
Yeah, listen, look, big shout out
Anton.
to Jez, because Jez has done a lot for our channel. He's come on. Obviously, he's got a big, massive following, and he's come on all the time. He's a big name, and you've helped us out a lot, Jez. So we
No,
want to
you
say,
have,
me and
Jez.
Dan,
100%, man. We
want to say
appreciate
we
it,
really,
man.
really appreciate it, that Jez. Thank you very much. Means
No,
a
it's
lot to
also
us.
appreciated, man. So look, let's be honest, right? Yeah, it's a good debate on here, right? It's a bloody good debate, and yeah, people get outspoken and everything. But at the end of the day, we're all Arsenal, right? And it's healthy debate. That's the nice thing about it. Yeah, there's no people calling people out. Oh, I'm going to punch you up and all this and all that shit and all that, right? Which you do see on other streams, and I like it. I like coming on it. I really enjoy the debate. I really do. You know, I've got no beef with Anton, Dan, James. You know, I ain't got no beef for you boys. You know, it's one of them things. We have our say, and you agree with me, I disagree with you, or you disagree with me and I agree with you. That's adult.
I'll give you a really good example of that, by the way, Jez. The other day, after we lost, me and Dan had like this massive debate about the club, whatever. And I'm like, hey, Dan, by the way, how's Paris? And he's like, oh, lovely. I'm loving it. That's how it's like between us. You know what I mean?
It's a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood.
And that's what I like as well. That's what I like because, like I said,
right?
On
Before I shut up, right? Yeah, this guy Trudeau must go, mate. Lee Gunner can fight his own.
Talk about Canada.
He don't need you, mate. He don't need you to fight his battles for him, right?
He's been saying that all through the stream. He's been typing that.
Shut up.
Ignore him.
By the way, though, just as Anton mentioned Paris, Dan was in Paris and he missed Arsenal versus Man City. Can you believe that?
I watched it on the train.
Oh,
I watched it on the train.
Imagine that, letting your bird fucking book Paris when Arsenal are playing Man City.
Oh, wait a minute.
Arsenal fan.
You know what? Should I be honest, guys? I could have changed it. I could have changed the day, and I said, you know what? We're fucking getting beaten. Let's get out of here, mate.
I hear that. That's a
Get out of
celebration. That's a celebration. I know why you was over there.
I still watched it.
Because you've been
Never
practicing
watched
your
it,
Michael
man.
Jackson moonwalk.
He didn't even know we fucking had chances in the game. He said, you know what he done? He sent me the stats of the game, well, you clearly didn't watch it, did you?
I did.
Negative Dan, that's bad, man. I can't even get a ticket.
Why is it bad? What happened? What happened?
I
What
asked him to
happened,
come. I was going to get him a ticket.
Yeah, you love your partner.
Swanning about in Paris with his bird.
You know what?
Shall
So
I be
funny.
honest? You see, when we lost, I went off on her, didn't I? I said, "Yeah, see what you've made me do." It was cutting out on the train, bro. And I said, "See what you've made me do." Watching the game, and when we lost, I said, "I'm blaming this all on you." Yeah, it's all on you. That's it. I swear, that's what I said.
But do you know what? That's nice. You know what's nice here, bro? You know, even as men, You know, like we're all frustrated. We've got that testosterone. We sit here. We have a bit of a laugh. We have a bit of banter. You know, people in the comments joining. It's nice. It is like, you know, for men, it's good to express yourself.
Yeah, we need to start.
There you
We need
go.
to start
This is
getting
therapy.
Yeah, we need to start getting women on here. I know what you're saying to you, Go. It's
Not
an
with
equal
you on there,
society.
James.
Not with
No,
you, bro.
listen, no, women love me. Listen. The last 4 Arsenal games, women have come and respected me and asked me out even. But I'm saying, and all I do is promote Gooners therapy, and that's the thank you I get.
Yeah,
Guys, tomorrow though,
fair play to you.
Go and let them know about you lot show tomorrow
try and
morning,
help
man.
us out tomorrow. There's 113 of you in and out, so if you could come
Can
and
I
watch
tell
our
them
show
about
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll tell you about Jez's show. Jez, I want to be on your Christmas special next year as well.
Yeah, Jez is Arsenal, of course. I think everyone knows about his show already. But
That's
me
all.
and Anton will be live tomorrow, and we're going to be discussing. I think we need to go through the Havertz Jokeris thing because that's one thing that we disagree on. So we'll start with that, and we'll be like looking ahead towards the season. We'll go through the fixtures, what we think's going to happen.
I think what we're gonna focus tomorrow. And by the way, one thing I got to tell you about this show is I do a lot of work behind the scenes. Like we do a lot of graphics, so it's very informative and very kind of, you know, instead of just us just debating all the time, we're actually kind of looking at the facts, everything. So it's really engaging. But yeah, what we're going to look for, and I think what we're going to set the stall out for tomorrow is, it's all good to sit here and panic, but I want to kind of look at and say, hey, what are the solutions moving forward to get this form turned around and to see if what we can do to get things over the line. We can talk about what's wrong, but what can we do that is right? And I think that's what we're going to focus on. In the moment.
Yeah, and with Anton, guys, Anton breaks it down and he really does do some good research. And like he said, he comes with the graphics, the stats.
Can I just,
very good at what he does. James, man, you need to just relax sometimes.
No,
you know?
this is
just make it a little point,
this is
man.
golden. I'm giving you gold. Listen, right? Based on what Anton and Daniel said there, you backed him. Is this? Robbie said, let's not look at how many points we were in the past in front. Let's not look at where we were in the FA Cup and League Cup. Let's look forward. Where are we now? How are we going to win this league? How are we going to win the Champions League and go forward?
All right.
We've got 5 games left and we're not giving up.
Yeah.
Why do you keep talking like Arteta, Dan? You need help, Dan. You need help, Dan. You need help, you know, bro. I'm telling you. And see if we don't win anything, Dan. There's no way you're going to turn on Arteta. It's become an obsession, Dan. When you come to that moment, you're not going to be able to go over that line, my bro. I'm telling you. You need to. I think you need to go and see someone, Dan. I'll be honest.
No. Like what Marley said, don't give up the fight.
All right, let's bring
I
up the
actually have a
panel
feeling
now.
that
Ryan,
if we don't win, I think Arteta won't even make it a discussion. I think
big
he'll
up
just
Ryan
walk.
Kalako. Obviously,
you got to do your 50-50.
That's it. You're in the sin bin.
On both the league and the Champions League.
Sin bin. We've muted him, guys. Jesus Christ.
James, we love you.
Yeah, but I was just saying, big up Ryan Kalako. How can people find you? I know you're on Instagram. I think you're on X as well.
Give your percentage.
And what's your percentage on Arsenal winning the Premier League and also the Champions League, my friend?
Love, first of all, man. I couldn't join the whole podcast today. When I can, I always will. But yeah, love having me. Percentage on winning this league, 25%. And I think that's quite generous. I just think that we just haven't got the mentality to get over the line. We've been out-coached of that, even Declan Rice passing backwards. And I feel like this manager's kind of destroying our core with the unsustainable football. But yeah, you could find me, man. Ryan_Kalako, COLACO. I'm about, some of you know me. So yeah,
man. It. Look out for his fan comes on the AFTV as well, man. He keeps it real on there. Unlike a lot of say that again.
EastEnders finest.
Oh yeah, EastEnders finest.
Listen, you'll catch
James,
me
you got 5 minutes in that sin bin, my friend. Unfortunately, I'll go up to Hugo. Obviously, Hugo, thank you for coming on each and every week, man. Dan, don't do that, Dan.
Fire. I'm on fire.
What's wrong with you, man?
An idea of your overriding emotions. Now, is there any worry, anxiety, or is it more
fire? I'm on fire.
You see how you just cut him off? He's a nasty piece of work, Arteta.
he's-
Well,
he's-
man's
he's
really
cut him
like
off.
Fabian and that. What's he
I'm not
telling
gonna
man on
sleep,
the
man.
fire and that?
But
Like,
Hugo,
Who is the guy who asked the question? Was that Dharmesh Seth?
no one
think
knows,
so.
and no one. Wait, how do you even know that name, Anton? I told you
No,
you're
no,
a Sky
Dharmesh
guy.
Seth is a Sky Sports guy. He's a Sky
That's
Sports guy.
what's
Yeah,
his name at the Emirates.
yeah, I've seen him still. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, let's go,
Dharmesh.
Hugo. I'm just
Yeah,
doing
so
the
I
wrapping
would
up
say
with the
just a quick
percentages
one.
and that.
Just a quick one. So I'm with Ryan. 25% for the league. For the Champions League, I'm slightly bit more optimistic. I'd say 40%. But yeah,
20% what? Champions League?
yeah.
Yes, you go. Go
It's a
on, my
tough
brother.
competition. I think that's a fair observation, even though I think we'll get battered by Bayern Munich or PSG.
James is fuming over there, you know. Flipping out. You need to learn your lesson, James, my bro. What's that one he's saying now?
Unmute.
We'll go to Jez next.
Fire. Pull it back a
where
little
you-
bit, James. There it is.
Just give us your percentages, Jez.
Premier League, right now I'm sitting here thinking 45%.
Wow.
More than I thought he'd give.
Premier League, I'm sticking my nose out, which is big enough, and I'm going 70%.
What's that? Champions League?
Yeah, 45 Premier League, 70 champs.
Yeah.
James, you are unmuted, my friend. It's coming up to 12 o'clock, James. So can we get a quick one, my friend? Yeah? Percentage on Premier League and percentage on Champions League.
Fire! Fire!
Fire!
What's your
Right,
percentages,
on the
James?
On the Champions League, I'm a gooner. 60%, we're going to mash them up and we're winning it. On the league, 50-50. There you go, son.
See how the sin bin made him move proper now. That's what I'm saying, just in and out. Anton, where you at, man?
Premier League, I'm at 55%.
Okay.
And in the Champions League, I am at 33. Because it's a cup competition. And I find it very hard to predict these knockout games because anything could happen, really.
Grow some balls, Anton.
I mean, I'm just giving respect to PSG and Bayern and Atletico Madrid.
That's true. That's true.
All right. Danny boy.
And then you.
That's our phone. When I phone Danny, that's how we Danny boy.
55% Premier League, same as Anton.
Wow.
Champions League, 80%.
Hey, good, Daniel.
That's because I have a.
Did Jez sway you a bit because he was on 75? You couldn't let Jez.
Yeah, I
win?
know.
Is that
I don't know. It's something that we haven't lost a game in the Champions League. We're playing against Atletico Madrid, who are, they're the third best team, fourth best team in Spain. I've watched them a lot this season. They've conceded a hell of a lot of goals. They've got a great manager. They've got some good players, but so have we. And then in a final, anything can happen. So yeah, I think, like I said before, you don't have to win 3 games to win it. You could, like I said, you could draw 3 games. You could win on penalties.
Yeah, do you know what?
You could win 1 game and draw 1 and go through, or anything.
I'll tell you what I do, mate. Friendly. This is friendly. If we win the champs, right, I'll come up to London and I'll buy you a beer.
Lovely.
How about
I was
that?
going to say champagne. Come on, we won the champs.
Well, I don't like champagne myself.
No, we
But
do
if
beer
he-
here, man. It's a simple
The
pint.
beer will go down lovely.
Jez,
Yes.
I don't
I
like
look forward to
Jez,
it.
if you come up to London, Jez, if you come up to London, we'll break up your bromance with Positive Dan, and us sort of turn up as well, and we'll buy you a drink. All right, Jez?
I'm actually I've actually booked it, by the way, guys. I actually will be in London in October. So
Oh, wicked.
for a
you're
week.
coming?
Late October.
Yeah, we'll be staying in Stratford.
Hey, Anton,
So
we're definitely linking up, man.
I'm going to be in the
Listen,
studio, everything, guys.
I know you're gonna come with the missus, but you're gonna have to just let her just do her own thing for a day. You know what I'm saying? And just come out with the lads, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Or she,
I already
or
told
she
her
could,
that.
or she could bring her, or she could bring her female
Make sure you're
friends
here
to
when
meet the
Arsenal are
Greek,
playing.
to meet the
Anton, and
Greek gods.
I'll take you to a game, Anton. So make sure that you're here. Make sure Arsenal are playing.
You know, if I'm there, by the way, because I'll be getting there on a Wednesday morning. If Arsenal's playing Champions League Wednesday night, the best way for me to first day in London would be go to Arsenal Champions League game at night. It'd be the best.
Leave it with me, bro. Leave it with me.
I will take you Nando's too.
Let me tell you my percentages.
Yeah.
My percentage for the Premier League is at 15%, and for the Champions League, I'm at about 30%. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, it's low, man.
Say again, Daniel. Say again.
15% for the ball. I haven't given up on the Premier League, have I?
Ryan's higher than you.
Yeah, I know that. He can be higher than me, but I'm at 15%, man. That's still a glimmer of hope. I've still got hope.
It's lower than me and Ryan.
And then I've got 30% on the Champions League. But if I'm being honest with you, deep down in my heart, I think it's done. And I think Atletico are going to knock us out. That's where I think what's going to happen. I hope it doesn't. So I'm just hoping now. That's all I'm doing, man. Just hoping.
You might as well go and live in Paris then.
That sounds lovely. Although, Dan, did you get pickpocketed at all? Because I'm really afraid about pickpocketers in Paris.
No, it was all good, man.
No.
That's the second time I've been out there. I've never had no issues in Paris, man. Last time I went,
that's the one doing the pickpocketing.
Hey, Paris is the hood, man.
What are you trying to say, Dan? What? Because I'm black? Is that how you're moving? It's crazy. Flipping hell. It's come out. It's come out, Dan.
He's too busy moving. Daniel, did you go down the Champs-Élysées?
What's that?
In Paris.
What, the designer?
Champs-Élysées in Paris. It's where all the restaurants, everything are. Yeah, see, he knows.
That's not what it's called. It's called Champs something. It's called Champs-Élysées or something like that.
Okay, don't show off because you know. Right. Did you go to Moulin Rouge?
Yeah, man.
No, I didn't.
Did you go to Moulin Rouge? Eiffel
Tower, went there. Where else did I go? Went Disneyland, Paris.
Oh.
That's for you because you went to do your moonwalk, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, be careful when you've got your phone out, Anton, innit? Yeah, when you don't walk down with your phone like that, holding it.
Yeah.
No. I was told to get one of these little fanny pack things that zip up, and you would put them around your waist. That's what people say.
Fanny means something else here.
Yeah, don't use that word, and don't say pants. Say trousers.
Yeah. Oh, I live in Australia. I know that. They say the same thing here. So.
Yeah, he's right though. Don't worry about Paris, Anton. Worry about London, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, but remember Paris, man. Someone tried to take my kettle, innit?
What is that in Paris? Yeah.
Paris. Someone tried to pop my Rolex. Yeah, bruv.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's
madness.
what they do.
Was it Jess?
Look, someone just said that in the comments as well, Danny. Look, don't wear a nice watch. Look.
Yeah. See.
What about one of these?
Well, that also? I'll tell you that now.
That's fine, mate. I had my Rolex out there. I was walking around it, but remember, I'm 6'2", mate. Yeah, and I just walk around on point. Wherever I go, I've always got my wits about me. I'm always ready.
No. But when you man got a rollie on, anyone can get it, bro. You got to understand.
Anyone can get it, especially if I'm with my missus. I got to be alert at all times. Be ready.
I don't even own one. I don't even.
Apparently, it's the train. That's the one where they get you when it gets really crowded on the train, and then
the metro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Anyway.
It's been a good stream, guys, man. It's been a good stream.
Yeah, look, well, thank all of you guys, man. You've been here for 3 hours with us, man. So, and listen, everyone that's like making it worth it. All you guys now still watching at 12 o'clock at night.
Predictions for Newcastle, Daniel.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let me just.
It's gone on too long now. Got to go.
Go on, Jez. Thank you so much, mate.
Jez.
Take care, boys.
Crazy, bro.
Do Newcastle tomorrow, innit?
Okay, boys.
Thank you for everyone who's been watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign out as well, man. I got an early start.
Big up, lads.
Did you end it?
Yeah, I'm ending it now. Big up, boys. Big up, everyone.